You ready? You ready? All right. What is it? Yeah, play that beat. Yeah, no. That beat. That beat. Okay. Okay, let's do it.
I gotta get the skrilla. I got dreams stacking funny figures. Sipping fine white wine, chilling in my villa, smoking.
What? What kind of beat is this? Oh shit! Woo!
I'm singing visions, shooting rebel buttons like they kill switches. I bang on mics ridiculous, won't stop until they get it. With his niggas know I am the best. They just struggle to make it. This big dick energy, I'm admitting it. And she got a fat ass.
Oh snap! Man, music ain't dead, y'all. Music's not dead.
Part of the city, so they ride along with me. Always keep us flip lit, never fuck with that Ricky. Got a band with the diamond, so I nickname it Kitty. But I never hit it raw, cause mine don't want no sticky. Every season I'm on tour, nigga, check the brochure. Got your bitch on all fours, with me like bonjour. On the south of France shore, but I still hung the why you wanna hit chasing? Should've got some insurance. Better get some endurance, like being low like a sword. Step on my toes, we ain't sparring. Like Spartan, niggas be reckless. Shoot you, go to church, fuck the detective. My alibi was I was recording. Send the invoice to the school, so my defense is stronger. All my niggas masked up like trying to deflect the boulder. Pull up on you with the force and teach these niggas like Yoda. She gon' ride into the court, so I'ma never disown her. About to tap into the source and put the world on my shoulders, nigga.
Yo, shout out to Cooking Soul. Oh my God. I know when he sent me some crack, like he sent me some crack, man. I'm like, what is this? Lord have mercy. We here, y'all. I had to light up for that. Praise Jesus. But that's not the title for today. Oh my gosh. That beat is fire, the music. But we got a whole show to do right now, y'all. You know, it's gonna hurt some of y'all feelings, but you know, we're gonna have some fun about this one. You already know, like the video. I know right now YouTube is getting pretty boring, you know, Will and Jada and all that good stuff, you know. Will and Jada, you know, I was like, I'm like, okay, I get it. Will and Jada. The Smiths are probably on vacation right now saying, well, we made our millions. That literally, the people that are doing that is East Coast. That right there, that's some music, girl. Come on, we're gonna have a talk, y'all. Let's sit up and rap. We're gonna do the show. I'm not putting everybody up here, so when y'all come up here and, you know, if I don't really rock with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not rock with you. But we need to have a discussion on some stuff that's already, you know, being saying is being played. I'm hearing a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying, $5 to the panels, you know, they panel donation, donations, they go a long way. You know, they save Planned Parenthood from taking over the world, you know, according to some of y'all, or the LGBT or whatever kind of Illuminati myth that these days that y'all be running with. I don't even know what Illuminati myth y'all got these days. Jay, you gotta admit, that was a fire ass beat.
It sounded like something from like 95 or something.
Oh, I was like, hey, I got me some edible brownies and shit. And I got me some Corona. I was like, oh shit! Like,
listen, I just want you to know I didn't make my bed today.
I don't give a shit. Whatever y'all were doing in that bedroom, that's on you, girl. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's why I have my edible brownies, so I can just picture. I can only imagine. That's I be trying to see behind that bed sometimes. Like,
you know what? You know what?
I mean, for majority of the shows, one of our shows going one day shine that black light. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to figure out what was on that bed. I can only imagine what we might find on that bed, but it's okay. So we waited till the dust died down, dear. We waited till the dust died down.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody said Nick Cannon, he spoke for the black community. He's gone. He saved them. He spoke up against the imperial power. He's free, like Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's free.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But, and Terry Crews has some stuff to say too. You know, he's out there doing whatever he's doing. So, tonight we're going to go why Nick Cannon and Terry Crews keep getting clowned and apologizing all on social media. Because, I don't know, man. Like, these two right here, I think these days people got a gluttony for getting butt broke by that. I was gonna do Meg the Stallion. I still got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kane, your boy.
Oh yeah, you know what? I have to send you something about that because there was a story that came out back in April in regards to that she wasn't safe. Like she wasn't safe. Like folks was gunning for her. I'll send you that later.
We're gonna be doing Meg the Stallion like later on soon. We're gonna be doing that. That's gonna be something that we're gonna have to cover. But you know what I'm saying. But I get tired of covering over these black dudes that saying that they fight in the system and shit. But then here we see them right here, a few minutes later, trying to get back into the system of their daddy. You know what I'm saying. I don't know about them. They always preaching about, I fight back or, it's just the black man. Y'all woe with the plight puzzlements and shit. Like we get tired of talking about that shit. I mean, honestly, I think it's safe to say that majority of these dudes that got social media platforms are full of shit. It's safe to say that. Now, I'm safe to say that. I know y'all can feel like I'm beating y'all up. It's not me. It's what Nick Cannon's doing. And Nick Cannon done got y'all out here looking crazy as fuck. He made y'all do that. I told y'all don't run with. I said, hey, are y'all going to support him? Nah, man, Nick Cannon's good. Nick Cannon's good. You remember you saw that, right, Jay? They always say Nick Cannon's good. He got hundreds of millions of dollars and shit.
To be honest, I think he did it to get out of his contract.
That's trying to get right back in that contract. He can't be that damn good. I mean,
I heard they wanted to move it to. Yeah, didn't he want to move it to Revolt or something like that?
Hell no. So who the fuck want to go to Revolt? Nobody watches Revolt. Even goddamn Charlamagne the God said clowns Revolt, and then he's on Revolt. Like nobody gives a fuck about no Revolt. Like y'all are stupid. Y'all think Revolt versus Viacom? Revolt's YouTube, man.
Wait, what is your shirt? What does your shirt say?
Oh, it's my weights over dates. I'd be out there pushing that lawnmower like a slave. That's my
Oh shit. I need to put on my t-shirt. Which one do I have on now? Oh, Stay Strong. That's what I have on mine today. But I should put on the one that says, "But did you die?" with the kettlebell under.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. We promote healthy and fitness, even though what y'all see is not living so much of a healthy life. So here we got it right here. Now we heard a lot of men and women saying that he was free. That he was free. He was going to run the open plains, and he was speaking up for the black man. Let me tell you right now. I got to be for real with y'all. Nobody that's making 6 to 7 figures believes in the black man. Like I'm just be for real. You're just not the most believable person these days. You're just not. You're just not. If you were really believable, y'all be going out there doing your own shit. Everybody done know now. Y'all ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm at peace with my shit. I'm at peace. Y'all divest, go say the Western world. Y'all can talk all that good GB shit. But when your doggone, when Boss Man come outside that damn house, so what you talking about? Nothing. Sweet low, sweet cherry. Okay. Y'all go right back to singing that song and putting back on that damn turban. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Nick Cannon done proved that. Terry Crews done proved that.
That's the thing.
Y'all
I mean,
ain't going nowhere.
and I'm gonna say this: was he partially right? Maybe, but you can't.
I knew he was full of shit.
You just can't. You can't. You can't.
What's going on, Art?
I could get up on your channel and be like, talk about my employer and they're this and they're that and the white man and this and that and the third, and not get a phone call and not get a phone call from HR the next day.
Yeah. HR gonna call you. Gene, what was that comment you made on social media?
What did you specifically say about me? Right.
Bring your corona ass inside. Wait, I thought we had an outbreak. Right. Oh, I got 15.
No.
I gotta say to you. You can get the facts on the voicemail. How you want to go out? How do you want to go out? Because we now know y'all talk this good shit on social media and all that good stuff. But we know y'all. We now know y'all like Brandon Tatum and the Hoteps are all the same to me. They're all the same. Y'all motherfuckers ain't going nowhere. Shout out to North Carolina for getting reparations. Oh wait, I just want y'all to know they got reparations.
Not really.
Well, no. Hey, somebody got it. I know it ain't the check, but they got something. A lot more than what a lot of these motherfuckers got. Y'all damn property is worth goddamn 15 cents. Their property just went up. That's a pretty big dividend. I mean, it's the end of the world, but shit. You better take what you can get, damn it.
I know. It's like, I guess we getting it when we all about to die anyway.
I guess we were gonna get reparations. I didn't think we were gonna get it at the end of the world, but I guess now's a better time than anything. I mean, shit. And like, I can spend it anywhere. Where the fuck I'm gonna spend my reparation? Like, I got money, sir. We don't take money. Fuck. That's why y'all gave me reparation. The money ain't no good. The fuck am I supposed to do? So honestly, and we gotta do a talk about that. Because honestly, with the way money is going, I mean, do you really want the money or do you just want the resources? But I really don't give a fuck for money nowadays. I'd rather just give me the land and the goddamn pig or the goddamn.
But they're not giving that either. That's the thing. I mean, they're not giving that. They really just giving they're giving what they should have done before. Like, they're helping. Now, see, here's the interesting thing. That might be another topic, but here's the interesting thing. All they're really giving is like, you can get a loan. So something you have to pay back, stuff like that. Like, they're not giving a check. They're putting resources into.
Make sure you say resources. Yeah, make sure you say resources. But some people,
because that's literally what it is.
Well, then y'all pick up and move to goddamn North Carolina, and you can get in on it. Y'all, I see it like this. There's gonna be pockets of resources that, listen, y'all, you want this, you got to move here. You want this, move there. Now they're gonna see who's gonna want to get their ass up and leave. And now if they hand it out and they say your reparations is somewhere out there in Colorado or no, they ain't gonna put you in Colorado. That's too good. That's where all the rich white folks at. They'll put it somewhere like in that when ain't nobody gonna really give a shit what y'all do. They'll put it out there like in Madagascar. So they'll put
it's gonna be somewhere where they
don't got to deal with you.
Yeah.
Y'all do whatever you do out there. That's on them. Don't think they're gonna give you reparations where you gonna live right beside them. The fuck? No. You get your reparations. You go do like the Native Americans and go live out there in your wasteland, deep borderlands, apocalyptic world.
Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be your reparations. That's how reparations will get. That's how it's gonna be dealt out. Y'all thought y'all gonna get reparations to live in Beverly Hills? The fuck? No.
No. I think people thought they was gonna get like a check. I don't know.
No.
I like I said before, I don't think they was gonna get a check. But
I knew it wasn't gonna be no damn check.
There was something.
Let's get to
okay. Rumor has it. I was gonna say in regards to what we're talking about. Rumor has it. It's a rumor.
Share that with me, girl.
I don't want to get sued. I would just allegedly.
Allegedly.
The particular media company in question is over leveraged and cash strapped. So they need a cash infusion So they halted production on a number of projects prior to COVID-19 and were looking for foreign investments. So with that being said, they were a way to get out of the situation.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
that might be why that might be why he was fired so quickly, if you will. You know,
Nick Cannon, you were the lowest man.
Like I said,
allegedly, Nick Cannon, you were the allegedly. I mean, honestly, who was checking for Wild and Out like that? So, I mean,
a lot of people. No, a lot of millennials watch Wild and Out.
The millennials, but their jokes are so bad.
He was probably the lowest hanging fruit. It is. I don't like it. Like I said, it's a millennium show. I guess I'm too old for it. I don't know, but like what I'm saying is the point I'm making with all of that. The point I'm making with all of that is that the opportunity presented itself. You know,
right.
Like, ooh, and wow, you know what I mean? Might have been looking for a way, and they found their way. And I also think Nick Cannon trying to get out of his contract as well. That's also been rumored. Here's another thing: if he gets fired, because he got fired, his staff can now collect unemployment.
Ooh, shit.
So that's another thing too. Versus if they just halted production, it's different because I know a couple PAs, and it's different with the unemployment situation. So if they're fired or laid off, they can collect unemployment. So, and he does not own the rights to.
I ain't trying to work for no black production agency. Black production agencies are cheap. Like we all here in the middle. It's like it keeps coming out the same story. Black production agencies are cheap. They don't want to pay their people full price. They like cutting corners. You probably your ropes probably when you're doing your stunts are probably going to break or some shit. It's like goddamn dude. Like please just give me the good rope from Lowe's, man. Nah, man, you getting shorted. So let's get to that. Nick Cannon. Oh, this is beautiful. Kane, I wish you was here for this one. You probably are in spirit. You probably out there with your guerrilla tactic warfare friends. So for all of y'all who said Nick Cannon fought the man, he says,
oh my goodness.
Hang on. Let me. We got to do this right. Some church gospel shameful music. We got some.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying we got to do Nick Cannon right for this one, man. Like. When a man is getting butt broke all over up and down YouTube and social media and tweets and stuff, we got to do it right. Y'all didn't mind doing it with Jada, so let's go ahead and do it with Nick and all the rest of them. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get. There we go. I feel ashamed. Nick Cannon apologizes.
Oh my God.
For his comments. Damn, that girl fine. Nick Cannon has apologized for his comments he made on a podcast that were deemed really bad words. You know what I'm saying? And resulted in him being dropped. Ooh, they don't even say fired. They say dropped by Viacom CBS. Oh, that's the big boy one. It's Viacom CBS. I feel ashamed. Cannon wrote in a series of social media posts. Oh, he has a whole series, yeah. On Wednesday, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters. What the hell? And brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. Wow, he just used your whole government name. God damn, when they throw you under the bus. Cannon wrote. They reinforce the worst stereotypes of a proud and magnificent people. Oh. Woo!
He got his tap dancing sheet on.
And I feel ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words came from. He continued. The video of this interview has since been removed. You saw the light, Nick. You saw the light when you checked your bank account. You saw the light.
There goes the big boy money.
First and foremost, exactly. All right, Yuri. First and foremost, my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters. Oh, so there it is right there. He said, I just had the blessed opportunity to converse with Rabbi Abraham Copper, director of Global Action. God dang, what's this dude, Deathstroke? So he's like, my first word to my brother was, I apologize for the hurt I caused the ultimate people, as we want to call them. On my podcast, I use words and reference literature I assume to be factual. Wow! He says all y'all stuff is fictional. Yo, you can't make this up. So he just threw all of y'all under the bus. So to uplift my community. But instead turned out to be hateful propaganda and stereotypical rhetoric that pained another community. For this, I am deeply sorry. But now together, we can write a new chapter of healing. That's good. That's good, Nick. That's good. That's so beautiful, Nick.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm trying hard, but ain't none of y'all can doggone fix what Nick just did. That was a better apology than Snoop. Better apology than Jada. That was the best apology ever I've seen. I mean, god dang, I don't even think that shit. A PR team couldn't have wrote that. He understood. They
that. Probably did.
Nah, shit.
No, they probably did.
Do you think
he
they
probably
did?
wrote it with help from PR?
I mean, god damn.
Absolutely.
He said that. Listen, bro.
Absolutely.
He said, "Listen."
I'm pretty sure he's not new to this game. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he had PR team behind that.
I need that PR team. We got. I mean, we won't know until you get a job. So literally, Nick Cannon threw all of y'all under the bus yesterday. That were like, oh, Nick Cannon, he's free. He's gonna fight
to
back.
save himself.
To save himself. He said, "What? I'm not joining y'all."
Himself.
I'm not joining.
Well, wouldn't that make him SY? Wait. Wouldn't that make him SYSBM by definition?
Oh no. He don't want to be part of that. No.
Hey, wait, and that's not say whoa. That's not save yourself, black man.
Oh, he definitely saved himself. Yes. Actually, I think he would be that. Yes. So congratulations.
He don't fuck with black. Hold on. He don't fuck with black women. So I don't give a fuck about him.
He don't fuck with black women, but he definitely don't fuck with you black men. He don't fuck. He divested from all of y'all. Nick, the best thing you probably do is don't ever have any black people.
I need someone to get up here and explain that to me.
Yeah, y'all gotta explain that to me.
Isn't that save yourself black?
That was the ultimate. That was the ultimate divest from the black community PR apology letter I have ever seen in my life. That was beautiful, Nick. That was beautiful. If ever there was a King Xerxes butt breaking moment, that would have been that letter right there. That would have been the letter.
Oh my god! But yeah, I need someone to come up and explain SYB, whatever, and explain that shit.
I would love,
because that sounds like the literal definition. He was like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Y'all say he going over to Diddy. Diddy. Nick Cannon like, I ain't that desperate. Diddy. I'm pretty sure his white wife was like, listen, bro, you better get your damn funky ass in that goddamn room, and you better start groveling and crying and petitioning them to take you back. You better start groveling. You see, I told y'all, when shit is going down, ain't nobody trying to go down with the ship. Y'all, I told y'all, go get ownership of something. Nick was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not leaving these people. I'm good. I like my position at the table. So I'm just saying, it is an open talk. But Nick Cannon just proved in less than 24 hours. He said, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm going back. Listen, it's COVID-19, baby. Listen, I mean, nobody.
But the thing is, what made him think it was a good idea in the first place to sit down with somebody who's already been blackballed from the industry?
Listen, I would listen. When somebody start coming up here and start saying that rah shit, I'm like, sir, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to cam up, because if you ain't gonna show yourself, you're a coward. I cannot take you serious, because that means you're the kid that's throwing the rock behind, and you're not gonna assume when they start coming for you. But see, y'all will try to say some stuff on my thing, and y'all got mad at me. And I said this yesterday. I said Nick Cannon wants to go back. Y'all like, no, he don't.
Go back to where?
He want to
go back to where?
He want Viacom. He want Daddy back. He want Daddy back.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he want Daddy back.
I guess he still has the rights to the Masked.
Oh no,
I think he still has the rights to the Masked Singer.
No,
that's
no.
For now, he still has the rights.
When I say they were cutting them off.
I mean, but who really watches it? I'm pretty sure how much does the Masked Singer really make? I mean, is that even getting renewed?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I mean,
like I said, he just proved to y'all. Ain't nobody trying to get on that damn team. Listen, LeBron know how far he could take it with y'all.
No, he
knew what he did.
I think that's just the SYSB.
I thought he was being very responsible and saying, fuck this. Y'all, I don't got shit. I don't have. Y'all say he owns a lot of shit. And now, to me, somebody who owns their own shit.
He doesn't own it. He has producer. He doesn't own anything like that. He's a creator. He's a producer. So he gets, residuals. But he doesn't necessarily own anything.
Now, what somebody says, and I shout out to King, Cannon got his own production company. He good. No, he's not. But then why would you be trying to get back?
But your production company is still under the umbrella of Viacom. Like,
when they want to kick you out,
you can have a production company. You can open a production company right now.
We got one right now.
Right. You can have a production company.
Yeah. You still have
right. And if this is broadcast on NBC, NBC still has the control over you to if they want to continue to broadcast your show. Like, that's how it works.
When they want to shut you out, they'll shut you out.
I think people don't understand how it works. Right. So yes, he does own his own production company, but if you have no productions, you're not going to make any money.
Yeah, I mean, what people don't understand is, sure, you can have a production company, but you have to give it to somebody. Unless you have distribution.
Right.
Which you don't.
Then even the stuff that you produce has to be given to somebody and licensed or whatever. You can license it to NBC or whatever. Most people aren't going to license it to NBC. They're usually going to give it to NBC because they don't have the type of clout to actually license anything. But it's crazy, man. Like, a lot of people are basically saying that these guys are kings and this, that, and the other. So it shows people that they ain't kings when they don't own their shit.
That's a very well put, Iori. Now let's look at this, and I'm trying to understand this. But that's like when y'all told the stuff about Tyler Perry owns that whole studio. No, he don't. Yeah. He's been leased property on that base. He don't own the base.
Sure.
He's been leased property on the base. I would understand if he went and bought some acres of land out there in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And said, okay, we're going to go ahead and build some shacks or some, and it costs like.
Now, to be fair, most of his movies were made on his property, though.
That would
prior to him getting that studio.
Right.
Like a lot of his movies were made in his house.
Now, those are his. Those are his hits. But when you start wanting those big checks, you get what I'm saying? When you start wanting to pitch those. But see, that's when he started joining up with Fox. He started doing other stuff. Those big production stuff, you start signing contracts with bigger people. So that way your stuff can get out there a lot more faster. Because back then, we remember Tyler Perry had to go on tour to get his stuff out there. He don't have to do that now, really.
Right.
He really can just, now he's on different CW, Which I remember when he announced that hey, we're on CW now and all this other stuff.
Granted, Oprah.
He's on Oprah. Listen, Oprah, before he say anything crazy, Oprah go to check. Hold on now. You ain't about to start talking about women on my damn channel.
And sit him down before all that.
Don't sit him down before that. See, when you have a bigger mommy or daddy company or label, they're going to check that. You know how y'all say, dang, the artist done changed up. They ain't saying what they used to say on those mixtapes. Why? Because they have to go through red tapes. They have to go through
red you mean tape. Like 50 Cent?
Oh, yeah. You saw how Curtis getting cleaned
like
up.
Like 50 Cent shit. Yeah. You know, Curtis don't even really rap no more. He's just basically an internet troll.
That's all he can
especially
do.
Since like Power ended. Like he's like an internet troll.
That's all he can do.
Right. But it's like his first single was like How to Rob. Then after that, it was kind of like, okay, he had music, but a lot of his like his biggest hits were like club songs. Like, come on. He went from How to Rob to In the Club. I mean, and like you said, it's probably because he was under a bigger umbrella and was trying to make money. I mean, I don't fault him for it. It is what it is, make your money. But I'm just saying.
One of the best diss tracks of the 2000s.
Now the thing about it.
But I mean, I see why he was shot 9 times, because he's a troll. But go ahead. Continue.
And looking at that, right? One of the things about it, and I said this to y'all, like, listen, man, if you don't own your own shit, and see, that's why I said I don't try to compare. Let me use this for this. The reason why me and Jay and a lot of us here on BMT can say what we say, because we don't join up with no other said groups or claim no other said bannikers or we're this, we're that, or we're MAGA. No, we're not. We're none of that shit. Jay, have we claimed anything? I don't believe we claim anything. Shit, I mean, they claim me to be. So
and wait, and I'm not even claiming that I dislike 50 Cent. Hold on, wait. I don't dislike 50 Cent. I like 50 Cent. I'm just saying he's a troll. I just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
No, he don't own that base, Dana. I just letting y'all know he has portions of the base that's been leased to him, but nobody owns a base. I have yet ever met anybody and I know people who are richer than him. You don't own a US base. You get leased property or shares.
Right? Is this still? I mean, I would really. You might have to do. You might want to do an Ask a Negro on that, because was it a military base? They didn't, because the government sells off land.
It's a former military base. It's a military base. It's just not being used. They went
but
they went back to Fort Gordon. They consolidated back to Fort Gordon and Fort Benning. So that's why they didn't mind going and saying, well, we're not doing anything with it. Like, that's not unusual. Like, I know schools that get leased property to a doggone to a base. Does that mean the school owns the base? No. They just own a portion. They're just leasing a portion. Like, bases do that. You got people who live in missile silos.
Basically, like, you saying he signed a lease and he paid what he paid, because she's saying that he paid $30 million for it. So I guess, is that the cost of the lease?
Yeah, that's the cost of his lease.
I guess is the question.
Y'all might want to go. Y'all might want to go watch. Y'all might want to go. Yeah, exactly. Like, y'all probably might want to go watch the video again. Y'all talking greasy about something before he gets in a golf cart. He's talking about the land. Like, they're renting out parts of the base. They don't own it. And I'm ex-military. How you gonna tell me, the guy who's ex-military, all of a sudden, like, I was there when we were cleaning up part of the base, and said, okay, we're taking all our stuff off. And somebody came there. It was a contracting company. They came there to use part of the base to doggone do their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't own it, but that portion of the base.
And people rent military bases all the time, like for.
Yeah.
I mean, people rent off military bases and hangars all the time for movies and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not, the country is broke. They got to make money somehow.
Hollywood does that all the time. So you're telling me, like I said, I'm not y'all talk about that. Somebody bring me a goddamn bottle cap. Daddy is struggling right now. Like, God damn it.
Oh my God.
Y'all go ahead. Stop. I can't. I got
he having a rough. It's only 3 o'clock. It's only 3 o'clock. But go ahead, Iori.
But yeah, I mean, we were BMT was talking about that stuff in North Carolina with the reparations and stuff like that. Now, I'm pro reparations, but at the same time, I feel like reparations can't be the only thing that we pay attention to. Like, I feel like, especially now, with real estate, you know, delinquencies are going up in real estate since COVID. I like
Right, I can speak on that in a second. Go ahead.
And
everybody
now,
got a sandwich except me.
and
Fuck
now
wrong
the
with the world.
delinquencies are
Y'all
going
eating sandwiches, but I ain't got no damn sandwich.
defaults are soon to follow now that delinquencies are going up. When defaults
Right.
follow,
So what banks are
go ahead.
what banks are doing right now, because I actually work. So basically what I do for a living, I work for an insurance company that insures banks.
Okay.
So essentially, and this is for second mortgages, not first mortgages, but it's one and the same because there's other insurance companies out there. Basically, if you default on your second mortgage after X amount of time, the bank will put in a claim.
Sure.
And we will pay the bank for the difference on your loan.
Okay.
That's it in a nutshell. With that being said, though, just to clarify something in regards to that, we have different size, accounts. Some are very small. We have very large accounts as well. So with that being said, basically what banks are doing is they're automatically forbearing. So anyone that was late, basically like March, and they hit that 30 days in March, they put a 3-month forbearance on it.
Yeah.
So basically what a lot of banks are doing now is they're not trying to make a repeat of 2008. So banks are definitely, I will say that banks are definitely being more responsible this time around, ironically enough, with this administration that we have. And I'm not like getting too political, but who's in office does play a role and stuff like that. Sure. But I feel that banks are being more responsible, at least in my experience and what I deal with every day. Banks are definitely being more responsible this time around with that. I mean, I'm not discounting what you're saying, but like I said, they're automatically giving people forbearances now. Whereas before in the past, that wasn't something that they did.
Well, in 2008, what they were saying to people were, we can help you, but your loan has to be past due. And then what they ended up doing after the loan became past due is they said, oh, well, we can't help you now because the loan's past due.
Right. Now we're going to foreclose. Right.
We're going to throw you into a
right. Now what they're doing.
Yeah. And
now what they're doing, they're just automatically pushing it forward. So, they're just automatically pushing it up.
So I looked it up. I wanted to go ahead and look it up for a lot of people. They're saying Top Harry owns the base. He does not own the base. He's been buying up shares of the base that they've been allowing him to purchase. But he still has to go through them to get clearance to do certain stuff on there. This is why, but
because it's still government owned, or
listen. He has to still go.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Does he have to get? He has to get clearance to do certain things because it's government. Well, but you know what? Even when you own your own property, though, Joe, you still got to get a permit.
You still got to.
You can't.
Listen, you don't think you don't got to go get a permit from these people? Shit, let him do some stuff on that base.
Right. I mean, you can't go in your backyard and say you're gonna build a 2-story house from the ground up and think the town ain't gonna get their money.
I bet I am willing to bet that inspector will be there the next. Listen, man. As soon as you thought, I feel like he has a camera on my front grass.
You was just going into Lowe's buying wood.
Like every time I'm fixing up a trailer or something, right? Like every time I'm fixing up a trailer, I'm hitching something. That dude somehow, it's like he has something like beeping on him, like Joe's doing something. I know it. And he just shows up. Hey, what's going on, neighbor?
Josiah, what are you doing? What are you doing today?
Fucking Phil, what the hell are you doing here? Oh, well, what is that? What the fuck you think it is? It's a trailer.
Right. So I guess it would be this, and that's the thing. So you don't really, I mean, that's probably a whole other conspiracy theory
That's a whole other
conversation, but
conspiracy.
you never really own anything, right? You never really own anything because you're always gonna have to get permission from daddy. And there's no such thing, and I don't want to hear about living off the grid because there's no such thing of living off the grid.
Ain't no such
here
thing.
in the
Ain't no
United
such
States.
thing as living off the grid. Like literally, there really isn't. No. Like I mean, y'all could try. I wish you the best. Now, going back to that. Now let's get back to where we were at it. But I really want to get back to. I know I got to go do Meg Thee Stallion getting shot. You know that's way more important than goddamn these two guys. But Terry Crews wants doggone Pornhub defunded. Now, on the other side of the coin, we're seeing it from Nick Cannon. Because Nick Cannon,
he does what?
Terry Crews wants Pornhub defunded. I can't make this up.
He sounded like an evangelical dude. That's something that evangelical dude would say.
So what we're seeing right now, because first of all, this would happen. Terry Crews.
Hold on, real quick, Joe. To answer your question, real quick, Joe. To answer your question, it depends on how they forbearance on the loan. Some of them are making it. You have to make a balloon payment after 3 or 4. Some of them is adding it to the end of the loan. Those are the terms that are discussed when you do the forbearance. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so
my clients have a 3-month forbearance, and then they're supposed to pay on the 4th month. That's what the bank told them. And I told them don't do that, because what happens if you can't pay it in the 4th month? Okay, well then they said if that happens, then your loan goes into default. So they're preparing it in such a way that it's going to happen again. It's just a matter of when at this point.
Right. It just depends. It depends on the bank, and it depends on the term of your loan and everything.
Listen, so let me get back to it, but I know y'all about to get into banks, and I'm going to stop y'all too right now. So, other than Nick Cannon, so Nick Cannon already proved that one, if you ain't independent, you full of shit. That's I just want to let's just get that out the way. If you're not independent, but yet you're talking shit, you about to get your shit split. That's what we learned from Nick Cannon. So whenever y'all be saying somebody's speaking up for you, I would be honest to tell anybody, be careful. I love how he said, because you know, understand, a lot of these YouTuber people, to me, I feel like they don't got shit to lose. They don't really have a real job or anything tangible to lose. Because when the powers that be want to clap you like they touch me, you know what I'm saying? I could talk about my shit, but they already clapped me before. When they come, they'll come take your laptops. Remember that, Jay? They'll take your laptops. They'll take all your electronics. Mm-hmm. When I say they really are going to gut you, they are going to gut you out. They're going to take everything and go through your house and handcuff you and go through your whole shit and literally actually see what you're talking about is on that rah-rah shit. See, I've had that happen. And so Nick Cannon was touched. The reason why we know a lot of these people ain't really saying shit that really bothers them to the powers that be is because they haven't been touched. You feel me? They're not independent. Sure. When you're independent,
right. One of my best friends, her parents were Black Panthers. So she was on a government watch list from when she was like a kid.
And she'll never get off that list. She will never. Her and all her, anybody whose child was part of that party, like the real party, the inner circle, them and their children will never get off that list. They will be on that list till they die.
Her son is on that list. And her son is on that list. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it goes deep. They forever watching them.
So literally, what Nikki Boy did,
not Nikki Boy.
Nikki has already denounced y'all. So I want y'all to understand this. And Nick doing this 5 hours about literally saying that literally, and I want y'all to understand, this is how you know, Iori, Jay, that they're going to start coming down and clapping on social media, on YouTube's now. That I can promise you. After what Nick did,
and it don't matter if you don't cam up or if you
it don't
use your
matter
real
or not.
name or anything like that.
They're going to start clapping on these people. They're going to start clapping on them.
It doesn't matter if you use a VPN.
Yeah,
like none of that stuff matters.
None of that matters. He said literally on my podcast, I use words, references of literature I assume to be factual to uplift my community. That's who we are. But instead, turned out
the key word in that sentence, I assume.
I assumed.
He said, I assume to be factual. So that means you're not being factual. He's just dancing.
Yep. So to be
you don't say I assume to be factual. You would never say that.
You say
a normal thinking person would never say I assume to be factual.
You would say it was
assume factual. Is a terrible word.
You would say it was.
It was factual to my knowledge at that time. Assuming to be factual would be like I said, I'm just gonna make an assumption here. No. Go ahead.
But instead turned out to be hateful propaganda, stereotypical rhetoric, and that pained another community. So in other words, y'all better watch what y'all say. But I'm willing to bet you they're gonna use Nick Cannon to be like Peter to hunt all of you Christians down, or whatever y'all are these days. The true chosen ones, or whatever. He already said it. Y'all not even. He said stereo.
The Hebrew Israelites. All the Hebrew Israelites do is stand outside and yell at unsuspecting.
Yeah. Why are y'all always standing outside of Target yelling at people? Why?
They stand in downtown Tampa yelling at poor tourists and shit. Like, I don't understand.
I feel really bad for that Hispanic family from Colombia. They didn't even know what they were saying. They just knew that they were yelling and screaming at them. I really felt bad for them. So I just want y'all to know, a lot of y'all, if y'all got a job or anything, y'all better be prepared. Because understand this, these people got nothing but time now to actually go sweep through social media. And I want you to understand, social media you could take it off social media, but once you put it up there, it's always there. It's always going to be there. So next thing we're going to tackle is literally because Terry Crews wanted to speak up for and say, I support, I feel bad for him. And you want to know what they brought up about Terry Crews? Terry Crews, don't you have a porn addiction? He said, whoa. So Terry Crews is now on a campaign to defund Pornhub. You know what I'm saying? He said he wants to defund Pornhub. I don't know why. I mean, I really don't watch Pornhub. It's too goddamn clean and nice for me. I need something that's just disgusting and sloppy and dark like me. So he sparked controversy over the last week due to his comments about Black Lives Matter in the black community. But now Terry Crews is coming for your pornography. The America's Got Talent host has been making headlines over his statements regarding black supremacy. Oh, I tell you, Terry going after all of y'all, man. Mm-hmm. Even causing Chance the Rapper to rescind from his argument in favor of Kanye over Joe Biden. In a presidential race on Tuesday, Terry Crews kicked up some more dust over on Twitter, but this time he took aim at the adult industry and he said, he tweeted, defund Pornhub. Now, what's y'all thoughts about defunding Pornhub and any of that stuff? Y'all think he has a legit thing? Like, I just don't see it happening. And you're not touching no $1 billion, one of the biggest corporations in the world.
See, sometimes people just be saying shit just to say it. That's it. That's all.
I think so.
I think he just wants attention. Yeah, I mean,
I really just think he wants.
Last I checked, we're still in a free country.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to beat my meat regardless. I don't give a flying fuck.
The First Amendment kind of protect. The First Amendment protects Pornhub. Like, yeah, and I think Pornhub's lawyers are probably better than his lawyers. Just being real.
We got somebody coming up here. Super Mike.
Hey, I was just gonna say something real quick and get right off.
You don't ever talk real quick. You take like 40.
No. I'm in because I gotta go somewhere. No. But the only thing I'm talking about is Nick Cannon. I think that even though he apologized and did what he did and all that. But it's
Oh,
good
there's
to
a
be
but. There's a
exposed.
but. There's a but.
No, no, it's good. It's good because it's just like Martin Luther King died. It's just like Medgar Evers died. It's like people when you make a sacrifice like Arsenio Hall, and it exposes a defect. It exposes a defect, and that's what we're dealing with. And I know that
What,
y'all may not
but
see it because y'all
what did he expose? What did he expose?
the expose the fact that we as a community,
No,
especially even
ain't no
our
we. He said your community. He said your
hold on.
community. He said your
Yeah,
community.
yeah, that's why I said we. That's why I said we, because I'm part
Yeah,
of what he is. All right,
I know.
so the point is, we as a community, even our stars, people who we think have money and do have money, but they are under a certain kind of control where they can't speak straight words, and that is something that I think
What?
is going to be. They
I
can't
don't
speak.
know. This
That's
is that
what exposed.
you making
See,
up stuff now, Mike.
no, I mean that's come on now. Let's not play games.
What do you mean
Hey,
he can't speak straight
He
words?
did speak straight word and got his ass fired. He said he
okay,
spoke straight
He
word
can't.
again
yeah.
and got his job back.
What is,
How did you
yeah,
say he
yeah.
can't speak straight words?
Okay, so he can't speak straight words because if he speaks those straight words, he experienced a type of pressure. They cancel your YouTube channel. They cancel your Viacom job. They attack you. They scared shit out of Terry Crews. They scared the shit out of Dwayne Wade. They scared, they pull all of these people. These are people
So
who are not
you
actively.
saying that a
But
lot
if
of
you
y'all
if you
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying these are people who are not
I was
our.
gonna say,
They're not part of us. We don't even pay attention to their business. We don't even look into Jewish business like that. But they're all into our
I got
discourse.
nothing against Jews. It's that one down
I
there.
don't have nothing against
but
them.
the
I
thing
don't have
is,
nothing against them.
but
But
but the
I'm not
thing
into their
is,
business.
this is just. But the thing is, this is anybody. For example, the CEO of the company that I used to work for went on a drunken tirade into a popular restaurant here in the town that I live in. He is the CEO of an insurance company. Him and his son got arrested because they were drunk and arguing with they were white, so of course they didn't get killed. But they were drunk, they were resisting, they got charged with resisting arrest, disturbing the peace, all kinds of shit, like trying to attempted assault on a police officer, all kinds of shit. 2 days later, he was fired.
Mm.
So it doesn't matter if this is my point. This is what I said earlier. If I got on here and said my company is this and my company is that and the white man and whitey and this and that, or if I have something that's unbecoming and I'm just a peon and I had something that was unbecoming of my company, I'll be getting a call from HR. So this isn't just on the celebrity level. People just need to shut the fuck up.
Well, no. I believe that it's good that they're firing us because this is we
What?
saying we're going to be. No, listen what I'm saying. We're saying that we're going to be independent. We should do our own thing. We should do this. We should do that. These people are giving us that opportunity. It looks bad at first. It hurts. That's why I said it's good that Nick can't embarrass themselves and people are seeing that you have to be independent. Otherwise, you're going to be smacked down. And what I believe that the pain, because people don't respond correctly unless something hurts. People don't respond correctly. Nobody wants to be.
But when you're independent, you're still going to have customers.
Well,
You're
that's
still
the
going to have
point.
customers.
We have to.
Yeah, that makes no sense to you.
You're never going to be truly independent. You're always going to have a customer to
Well, that's
answer
fine,
to.
but I'm saying
I don't think
If you're independent,
I don't think you understand how business works.
if you're independent,
when you're saying independent, maybe you're independent.
Right. If you're independent,
let me explain what I mean by independent.
Because you're never going to be truly independent.
Listen what I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about independent. Let me outline what I'm talking about. I'm talking about within our community, the people, the concerns that we have, the conversations that we like to have, that we need to have. Okay, those conversations have to be funded on a platform that is funded by us, those people who care about those conversations. For example, like if maybe a person of any group of any if some other group has a conversation about their
So do you
business.
think
I
all
don't like
black
the
people
conversation.
felt the way he feels?
I don't say all. I don't
Why
say
not?
all anything.
But he was saying that.
There's because
It would be kind of
it's not going to
hard to fund this that he was talking about.
say all. Why I'm don't. That's not me. I'm not saying all.
But he
There's
said,
a group of there's a community
but
that
I'm just
cares
saying.
about
He
this.
said community. He didn't say some thought like that. He said community. So he just said,
Yeah.
he just
Y'all said Hebrew Israelites.
He just said
I'm
community.
gonna tell you who cares about this, I'll name these communities. It's Hebrew
No.
Israelites.
Here's the thing about it. No. You don't gotta do that. Do that on your show. When they come after
I'm
you.
just telling you.
No,
Well, they can come after me, but I'm actually on their side, so they don't have to come after me.
Okay. That's why they're losing now. So,
well, I mean, it's a loss in the win.
Hebrew Israelites are broke. Anyway.
Now here's the thing about it.
Like you just said that, Jay. That's fine, and that's okay for you to say that.
But we know
and
it's
there
true.
might be some people. No, okay, it might be true. Yes, it might be true. Yes. But the point is, there may be somebody
it's funny
out
because
there
a lot
who
of them
doesn't
get a lot of
they
them.
don't have the power. They don't have the power to do anything to you because they just don't have that power. So that's all I'm saying. If you want,
you
can't
be mentally controlled by the Bible.
So you said wait.
Yeah, they have to get.
Wait. Pause. So you're saying you want people who have tangible assets and things that they work 15 to 20 years for to put their shit on the line for some people who have no idea to put anything on the line for them.
I'm not saying any of what you're saying right now.
No,
I'm not
but
saying
that's
that.
what you were. No, but if anybody else picking that up,
you said it.
Yeah, but that's what you know. But that's what you're
I'm
saying.
trying to tell you what I'm saying. Hey, listen. If you say what I'm saying, I will admit to it.
No,
I don't have any reason to lie to you.
Well, I mean, shit, you've been talking
you.
for damn 5 to 8 minutes, and you ain't been saying shit.
Well, I have said something, but I mean, y'all just don't agree with it. That's fine.
You ain't say nothing. You ain't say
nothing. I'm saying that they just need to be independent. You just need to get some platforms that you have control over that nobody.
You didn't answer my question.
Well, I've tried to, but it's so many different. Go ahead.
Question is, no. My question was, you're never, or comment/question. You're not if you're independent, you're never truly independent because you still have to have customers and clients.
Well, I said I did answer that. I did answer that. I said it's within the community that cares about that conversation. That's your customer.
Okay. So let's look at it.
There's millions of us.
Okay. So no. So let's look at it.
Millions of Hebrew Israelites? Nah.
No, hang on. Hold on.
I'm not. I tried to name the communities that care about this, but BMT didn't want me to continue.
Okay, go. Name your 3 communities that are going to fund.
Well, there's several. There's African people that care about this. There's conversations all across the world about these issues. This is an issue. You know, this is
you think Nick Cannon gave a damn about what y'all have
What
to say?
is the issue?
Yeah, I like to know.
The issue is
but what's the issue specifically?
It's censorship. We want to have these conversations and openly. We want to openly have these types of conversations. Now, there is a community that feels offended by these types of conversations. We're using their platform. They have the right to fire us, to kick us off their platform. So now it's our job. It's our job to get the platforms that we can control so we can have the conversations that we want. So that's all. That's
you putting up some money to go do that.
It takes the community to do.
No. I know BMT. And
I put up money. Hey, look! I put up money on your show. You know, I give you money. Hey, I give you money because I like your content. I like your show, and it's a great conversation place. Like the conversation that we're having right now. This is what needs to happen. You know, it's just conversations. Everybody doesn't have to agree on it, but we want to have these kind of debates, these type of arguments, these type of discussions.
You keep fading
and
in. I can't hear.
Yeah, we just don't. If other people don't want us to have it, then then we need to get into a place where we can have it. That's all. Just like you got your Patreon. It's just that's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm really not saying anything controversial. It's just common sense, really. It's
So,
just that this is what it is.
okay, so
That's
hang
all.
on. Let me pull. I'm gonna pull up what.
Hey, I got to get out of here though because I didn't mean to speak that long. But yeah, keep on. Y'all doing your thing.
I'm just gonna show y'all
Okay.
what he said.
I'm gonna look on off then.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what he said, and then y'all get to choose because when you gotta understand when you say something, the universe has a way. I can't work for Iori and say I hate Indian people, and then expect my Indian goddamn boss to want to keep my ass there the next day. Not that I don't got nothing to get. So,
But even if you went on a black platform, like Super Mike was saying, if I own said platform, let's just say me, I'm a black woman. A lot of y'all hate black women. Let's just be real. Do you think on my platform, and that's what I'm saying, like you can't just say just black, because guess what? You think on my platform I'm gonna have them ashy ass motherfuckers on my platform? No, I'm not. Just saying. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press means that you can kind of do the things to a certain extent the way you want. Like you can call it entertainment, you can, and if you're, on and on it goes. So it doesn't have to be factual, but at the same time, I can pick and choose who I have on my platform. That's the thing about Facebook. Why a lot of people are upset about Facebook, because Facebook kind of just does what they want. Unfortunately, it sucks, but they kind of can.
It's their shit. So I'm just showing this.
Yeah.
He said this. He says, one of his recent episodes, he said, can discuss racism with former public enemy Professor Griff, referencing ideas of the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan. I don't know why he would say anything about that with that man in it.
I don't know why, man.
Man, like I wouldn't even mention.
That's a whole different thing, man.
I wouldn't even mention that man about anything around me.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right?
Talking about Farrakhan, man. People still don't get it. Shit.
So hang on, Yuri. He said that people who have the lack of pigment are a little less than those who do and have a lack of compassion. He continues saying they're acting out of fear, they're acting out of low self-esteem, they're acting out of deficiency. So therefore, the only way they can act is evil. They have to rob, steal, rape, unintelligible in order to survive. Now, this is what Nick said. Now, he said all that. He then goes to saying that, talk about the Rothschild family, which I don't know why he even brought them up into it. But the bloodlines have controlled everything, even outside of America. He said that black people are the true Hebrew. Now, you said all of that in less than a few minutes. Yo ass. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my deepest sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. They reinforced the most stereotypes of the.
And they called him Richard.
Yeah. He said, make sure. He said, you don't get that. You don't get that public enemy name. You get Richard.
Straight up threw his government name out there.
He said, I feel ashamed and uninformed and naive place. You thought YouTube gonna protect you? That these words came from the video of this interview that has since been
exactly
reviewed.
Jethro.
You said it.
Exactly, Jethro. I said that earlier, Jethro. He doesn't give a fuck about black women, so I don't give a fuck about him.
I don't even know why y'all picking up for Nick Cannon. Now, I'm not gonna throw Nick. I ain't want to throw Nick Cannon under the bus, but let's go ahead and show y'all. Let me show you how dumb he is.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. He's literally said it in interviews that he prefers white women or lighter I'm sorry, of the lighter complexion.
Now, let's see. What's Nick Cannon's new family look like? Well, we know it ain't Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey done dropped his ass. I don't know. What's his other baby mama? He don't fuck with y'all. I think he got some. He got a white woman now. Moved up. He got another baby mama. Like he keeps making babies.
I thought he only had kids with Mariah Carey.
No, he got another baby. Nick Cannon. For baby mamas. Let's see, there she go. There she go. That's his other one. That's his other one. She's a little strong. But Wendy, I remember Wendy was calling that one a oops baby. Wendy, Wendy's messy. Wendy don't care. Wendy was calling that one a oops baby. That's his baby mama. I don't know what this girl is. She white, Indian, Chinese, or some shit. I don't know what she is. But yeah, that's his next baby. He says that he gets truly successful when you get with a white woman. Now, when he said that, I was like, oh man. The minute you said that, buddy, it's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to save you. Now, Nick Cannon, best of luck to you, dog. But I mean, you don't got no allegiance, man. Nick Cannon don't got no allegiance to y'all, man. I done told y'all this. I done told y'all Nick Cannon don't got no allegiance to y'all. He takes whatever stuff. And see, let me tell y'all right now. And Iori is gonna tell y'all. Cultures look at that as a sign of weakness. Don't say something, and then all of a sudden, when somebody comes at you and says, so what did you mean by that? And you act like a punk and you punk out of it, like I be hearing a lot of y'all do with the but, excuses, and all the other stuff, they look to y'all as weak. You can't say something and then say when they're going to fire you, now you're trying to grovel to get back into good graces. Does anybody get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to say something, like, put it like this. If this section of YouTube were to try to hate me, I wouldn't give a fuck. Because I'm independent of my own nature. I'm the only Black content creator that literally openly has everybody from different walks of life on my panel with a non-judgmental bias. I don't play the judgment card. I have Black women on here. I have women on here. I have men on here from different factions and groups. You know what I'm saying? And literally, hey, exactly. Like it's either, and you know what? I respect J.I. At least when he says something, he doubles down on it. I respect J.I. J.I. at least sticks to his guns. If he's gonna say it, he's gonna at least stand by it. You as a man can't get no respect if you say something and then all of a sudden 2 minutes later you backing out and apologizing like a bitch. You don't get no respect. So that means Nick Cannon and doggone Terry Crews are the prime examples of a Judas. I would never trust them. I would never trust them for their words. I would rather trust a Klansman before I trust Nick Cannon. At least that Klansman say, I don't fuck with you. Oh, okay, I could deal with that. But I can't deal with somebody that the minute that they get in trouble, they would rather turncoat and throw their whole community or anybody they can under the bus to save their ass. And then what's worse, y'all will take up for that person and still try to defend that person. I mean, Kai, let me know if I'm off code. Jay, let me know if I'm off code. Iori, I mean, if I'm wrong for what I'm saying, please let a brother like me know. But if that's the rate that we're going right now, then damn, y'all. I see why it's every man for themselves now. Every man for themselves now. This is why when y'all be trying to talk about we this, we that, we need it. Nah, bro. Go out there by yourself and die by yourself and forge by yourself. You will be more. I don't know, Tia. We should have known there was something wrong with him.
See, I don't like thinking in collectives. Because when you think in collectives, a lot of times you don't value productive people versus non-productive people. It gets lumped in. And technically, even inside of every community, there are productive and non-productive people. There's no we when it comes to certain people in all communities. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
because that's something I don't like about like lumping it all in and shit like that. There ain't nothing like
It's the thing about it is this. When I would have more respect. I have a little. If you're going off there doing your own thing, like I'm looking at Master P. Master P is out there doing his own brand.
Yeah, and he's doing it the right way.
Right. He's doing his own brand. He's not jumping on trying to be a fool. I'm not sure if y'all know heard of a rapper named Tech Nine.
Mm-hmm.
Tech Nine is one of the most independent artists out there. So whatever Tech Nine does, he doesn't care because that's something of himself that he just represents himself. There's power when you're standing on your own by yourself. It's harder. You're not going to see the same amount of strength because you're by yourself. So you look like that ant. But that one ant that can pick up that doggone bottle and pull it by itself versus those 100 ants, he's a force to be reckoned with. Nick Cannon just proved that to you. That's why I tried to tell y'all, for our you know what, one of our downfalls of our people, Yuri, you want to know what the downfalls of our culture? We see somebody with some zeros behind their name. And if the minute they say something that is emotionally connecting to struggle, right? Mm-hmm. We run with that. But we don't want to check their resume of what they've been doing in their life. And so we'll just go along because they said, you know what? Black men are amazing. Okay, so you'll say black men are amazing. That means he's for us. But then you'll do a show that's clowning and making fun of black men and masculinity. You'll say, I love my community and my women and children, but then you'll make an open statement saying that the best success a man could have is with a white woman. Do you not? You see the contradictories that he keep doing?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm like, why would you even trust him anymore?
I mean, I remember when he did some kind of thing with Connor Smallnut. That was like one of his deals where he put on like white face and kind of did that, whatever. I mean, look, this dude's goofy, man. He ain't what people making him out to be. He's not. I mean, he's not a bad dude, but you know, like let's not mischaracterize who Nick Cannon is. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
It's simple, man. It's simple.
I think, like I said, y'all, the thing about it is this, man. If you're going to talk your own about somebody, be prepared to stand on your own. You know, yep. a lot of people, like when people say, how does those policies, and I'm going to be talking about the reparations later on this afternoon. People like to ask me about the policies. Start out locally. Work your ass locally. You can get more done in the few miles that you live in because you're there hands-on than the U.S. Which one in my lifetime do I have more of a chance to actually appeal? Terry Crews trying to attack Pornhub or the porn industry. I'm like, good luck, Terry. Now, you attacking this because you have a porn addiction, and mind you, he's talking about it from, and this is the thing about it. He was going over it about how he beats off from the morning all the way at night. He's talking about how his wife is about to leave him. I'm gonna tell you right now, his wife is making him do this. His wife is making him do this. His wife was going to leave him because he got caught having thanks for putting this out and congratulations for the recovery, said a female commenter. This horrible play killed my marriage. Glad you decided to fight. We need more voices bringing awareness. And you know, addiction is real.
Yeah,
it is real. But do you blame the industry? Because you're trying to tell somebody, I mean, no offense, but who's paying for porn? I mean, literally, porn is free. It's literally free. I can't tell you the last time I've ever paid for a DVD. Does anybody even still buy DVDs? Does anybody still buy?
Some people pay for OnlyFans.
Good luck stopping them.
Yeah.
Terry Crews is not going to stop tricking. You are not stopping tricking, my friend. You're not stopping it.
I'm laughing at you, and you got $5 from Black Buddha.
Oh,
yes, 50 Cent is definitely a Trump. I said that like an hour ago. I said that like an hour ago.
Point, about 50 Cent being a troll, I agree. He once said Nick Cannon is legendary corny, which is just the truth. I'm just saying, y'all. Everybody except y'all in the industry knows that Nick Cannon. Why do y'all think everybody calls Nick Cannon corny? Why do y'all think everybody calls Terry Crews corny? Y'all think everybody knows that they're the.
But here's the question. I know you was kind of on Terry Crews, but
Terry Crews,
how many black men was really caping for Nick? How many black men was really caping for Nick Cannon? Back, like, come on now.
Nobody.
Like, y'all been calling him corny since he was on Nickelodeon.
I called him corny when Keenan and Kel left, so I already stopped fucking with him. Well, fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the whole thing was like the Connor Smallnut thing. That was kind of, I mean, it was short and sweet and stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all black dudes need to stop jumping on the bandwagon of people that literally don't even fuck with y'all. They say one good. You know what that tells me? You know what that tells me, Jay Yori? That black men so badly want somebody to love them that the minute somebody, it's like, you know, like you can have a shitty dad, but the minute that dad gives you some type of praise, you get happy, even though that dad is an alcoholic, abusive, ain't shit, piece of shit creature on this earth. But I never gave a fuck what Nick Cannon was saying. But I knew that sooner or later he was going to run back. I knew within a few seconds. Diddy, people tell me Diddy offered him a job. Who the fuck signs to Diddy? Who? That is Diddy is career suicide.
Yeah.
Nobody trusts Diddy. Diddy don't even trust Diddy.
But Terry Crews in porn, like, I mean, and I don't know who said it earlier, but you're right. Porn, I think, has saved relationships. I'm sorry. Like, free Pornhub has probably saved many relationships.
Porn keeps your ass in the house where y'all can just sit there and watch that.
It sure does. Because I know when I was, you know what, and even as a woman, when I was single, listen,
porn keeps your ass.
There was a couple times where I was like, you know what, I don't have no business going over there. I'm gonna just do my thing over here.
Hey Jay, I saw you at Target picking up some pot pies. You want to come by and smoke some weed? No, I'm good. I got my porn and I got my lotion on. And you sure you don't come? No. See,
I'm playing music, got some candles going. You know.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta just treat yourself, make yourself feel good. See, if some of y'all had just
You
stayed
know,
home
Joe,
and stroked that one out,
you
y'all
want
would have been fine.
Joe, I used to full disclosure here, you know, but I actually fucked a little 25-year-old dude that I met at Target. But go ahead.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't say that in front of J.I. because now J.I.'s gonna want to come up here. I know he gonna have shit to say. J.I., stay your ass down there, dog. Stay your ass down there, J.I. That's all J.I. needed to hear was like, what? So J be at Target? So J.I. go to say, oh, shout out to J.I. for his first debate about Will Smith being a beta. Shout out to him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, I have no problem with.
I mean, Will Smith was probably in the room when Jada was fucking August. But anyway, go ahead.
I think so. Porn saves lives. Like, here's the thing about it.
It saves lives. It saves relationships. It does.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hey, Kai.
Now, here's the thing about it, and I want to say this: having self-discipline is having self-discipline. Oh God, that's all he said. All the evidence we need. That's all he needed. So that's
you talking about me?
Yeah, that's all he needed to know about was your porn, and goddamn it, y'all probably gonna be trading off damn websites and shit of porn and stuff. So that's probably what y'all gonna be doing. So
I love you too, J.I.
So one of the things about it is this.
J.I. try to act like he ain't already know I was crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
So one of the things about it, and I mean, I was gonna play his corny ass little video, but everybody, like I said, Terry Crews. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be for real. Why are we looking at Tyler Perry? Nobody gives a shit right now. What's this shit at? Oh God, that's the one with butt crack. My bad. So
but you know, in a biblical, back on topic though, in a biblical sense though, in a biblical sense, a lot of people feel that porn does not help relationships. Hey, Robbie, that it does hinder relationships because it puts an unreasonable expectation on. I'm just telling you what, you know. I don't agree with this shit. If my man want to watch some porn,
he said, okay. He said this in his third video. Terry Crews described porn as an intimacy killer. Okay, every time I watched it, I
guess I could say you can.
Also,
I guess you could say if you watch too much, like if you're just watching porn all day, every day, then I mean, not you, Joe, but everybody else. Like if you're just watching porn like all day, every day, I could see how it could potentially be a relationship killer. Like if you're just doing it because it's like, hey, I have a headache, I don't feel good, you know, and you go in the bathroom and do your thing because you was really horny. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I mean, you know.
But if you're like doing it like 15 times, like there's levels to it. Like if you waking up, you're doing it in the middle of the day, you're doing it in the afternoon. I don't know. Like I think there's levels. Just
so
like anything else, there's levels.
Okay. What if you make a video and you send it to your mate while they're at work? Does that still qualify?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I mean, but does that still qualify as bad?
That's a good question. Or what if I am pleasuring myself while watching porn and he's sitting there watching me?
Peace. What's going on, X? Shout out to you, X, for the league. You know what? But honestly, I don't see a problem. Like I need to know for some people, is porn a killer in a relationship? Like, can it kill?
I just think too much of anything is a killer.
Too much of anything.
I think too much of anything is a killer in a relationship.
I don't see a problem. Listen,
it technically needs to be managed. The problem with that kind of stuff is it messes with your brain. It starts warping your brain if you do it too much.
Okay.
Right. And technically it desensitizes the neurotransmitters in your brain and some of that stuff as well.
I know I'm desensitized.
Look, I'm not out here to tell people what to do when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's personal. And to think that you can basically
I guess I've always been
take that down,
I've always
especially
been like if that's
something that big. I mean, that's kind of delusional. I mean, we live in America and there's free enterprise. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, the doctor has spoken. Porn can actually enhance our relationship, particularly.
yeah.
It is already. No, I'm just like this. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. Instead of you having to use your hands, I use my tongue, and boom. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not like Rico Strong or one of them niggas, but I can be that if you.
That's like my favorite one too. Rico Strong is like my favorite one. I don't know.
You want that nasty dude, Mr. Pipe. Mr. Pipe, I wish I could talk.
No, I don't like Wesley's Pipes. I don't like him. He talk too much.
He be spit in my mouth and choke me out.
Yeah, like he talk too much.
Wesley, are you going to face?
You will call out Rico.
Yeah, man, focus.
I like Rico.
God damn
it. I do too. He would call him out first. He trying to be funny with that one, but this all right.
They be talking shit. They be talking shit to each other during
that is true. T Black to a certain extent. That's to a certain extent.
All right. You gonna be back? All right.
But I guess you could say men also go to strip clubs too for a fantasy, right? I mean, it's just a matter of, like I said, like I just got finished saying, like I like Rico Strong. Does that mean that I want him per se? No, it's a fantasy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because personally, I don't need a dude that has like a 10-inch dick. I don't, because contrary to popular belief, this shit's painful. But I'm just saying, like, it's a fantasy.
I look at it, and I mean, I'm gonna pass it over to Kai. That I'm gonna say that I think this is why I think this is where you have the said conversation with your girl about, you know what I'm saying, like your likes and dislikes, and say like, hey,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, let's sit down and watch a flick. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you might be into it like, oh shit, yeah. But see, I gotta tell fellas and ladies, you can't be getting mad if you looking at her extra hard. It's a porn, it's fantasy. It's meant to arouse the senses. It's up to you to actually entice and actually enact the scenario. You get what I'm saying? Like it's all that. Why you think before the porn side, this is a fictional scenario. Y'all motherfuckers be acting like, you know, all these girls want 20-inch cocks. No, they don't. They don't. Somehow.
I don't. I really don't. I really don't.
Some of y'all guys, I gotta tell y'all, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
I prefer a standard. Listen, I prefer a standard issue penis. I really do.
Now, if you see a female can just easily take this damn Corona bottle and shove it up her ass, you might need to start questioning the universe. Because that's literally, she ain't no normal female you're dealing with. If she like, you see, that's the thing wrong with some of y'all. Y'all be watching some of these pornos and be thinking this shit is real life. Like somehow your girl gonna just be able to just jump on a damn cock and doggone, y'all be using damn porn terms for like real life, like cock carousel and doggone ghetto gaggers. It's just like, I'm like, dog, come back to me, come back. Like,
and they be told, well, black women, like, what do you mean? You were watching Pornhub and you
she's getting paid, like, damn it. She's getting paid. That's her job to suck. What I mean, I'm sorry.
Black women out there sucking 4 dicks at a time.
If y'all guys, listen, I'm telling you right now, if y'all guys want to get into porn, by all means, go ahead. But you're not.
Oh God, J.I. Really? Oh God. I can't do it more than 3 times in a day. Like the 3rd time, it's just like no.
J.I. Go get help. Go get help. I can get you set up with a doctor. We will get you help. I don't know what we can do from here, but we're gonna get you help. I'm not gonna let you fall, brother. I'm not gonna let you go.
But the thing is, what he's saying, he's talking about, well, why Pornhub? There's like a thought. Why is he against Pornhub specifically? Did he specifically say Pornhub? Porn is cheaper, Kev. But did he specifically say Pornhub? Or
Yeah,
he's
he
just
said,
saying porn in general?
no, he said Pornhub. He wants Pornhub defunded.
Because there's 101 porn websites out there.
Oh,
Yes,
I know
Prophet
quite
Asad,
a
you are absolutely correct. You are
Huh.
absolutely correct. I don't want 10 inches. I don't, because last time, listen.
Who is taking 10 inches? All right, yeah, listen, man.
Porn stars.
Porn stars that literally, listen, man. J.I., you need help. You need help. And we're going to get you that, bro. I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to get you help. I don't know how, but I will get you help, baby.
No, but listen, I had someone that was rather large before, and I was sore for like 4 days. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Let's see. Do I have that video? Let me see if I got it. But he goes over talking about how he goes over it. I'm gonna see if I can play it.
But then we'll use the standard argument, but I will also use the argument that, okay, he gets rid of Pornhub. You still have what? X videos, you have X Hamster, RedTube,
LobTube.
right.
You're not stopping Ragnarok, dude. You're just not. You're just
and actually I prefer X videos. I actually prefer X videos over Pornhub anyway.
Yeah, like who watches Pornhub? Like that's the rich Sadiddy shit. We can't afford that shit. Half the time they be showing you commercials of Jerkmate buy today. You know, I'm like, get this goddamn commercial out my fucking way. I ain't got no time for this bullshit. I don't want to hear about no goddamn Blastotron dildo 5 billion. I don't want to hear about that shit. So let's go ahead, hear what Terry Crews has to say. And literally, you know, like I said, y'all allowed to come on up. And I mean, do y'all really think that Terry Crews is right, that porn is killing off, you know, men and women's sexuality? You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't lie. If there's a certain people, if certain one, you know, I might have to blast 1 to 3 times and, you know, go fall asleep. I'm a weak man. I'm weak. I'm spiritually weak. There's not much to me. Give me a sandwich. Help me bust a nut. I'll shut up. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. My favorite porn star, she's now a pastor. I don't know why. Why are the most porn stars becoming pastors? I don't know. But they are. So let's go ahead and hear what.
Well, because the reason that they were porn stars in the first place is that they were probably broken. So there's that.
A lot of them are mentally broken. That is true.
Right.
Facebook family, how you doing?
Okay, so he's on. Okay, so y'all want to watch him now? I'm only going to show him the Terry Crews thing. He's trying to save souls. So I'm definitely gonna let me go ahead and get this video out the way. You know, you gotta do your little.
I already sold my soul like 5 years ago for a cup of Starbucks.
I believe it. Only way we would know. Only way that I would know if Jay was, only way I would know that Jay literally is kidnapped is if she gets on. If a post came out. Now I can't tell y'all, but the kidnapper might be watching. But literally, that's the only way I would. Jay has a certain language. If she put it out there, I would know to come get her.
Yes, I have a code word. I have a code word. And if I said it, everyone would probably know.
If she says it, we know to come get her. If she says it, we know it's not Jay. Other than that, Jay, I got you, baby. I got you. I'm only about 4 hours away. Just drop the coffee cup in the direction where you went. I can figure it out from there. But like I said, so let's go ahead and showcase because this is very deep to a lot of us porn watchers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him fucking it up for the rest of us. And you know what I'm saying? JI, this could affect you too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up, Facebook family? How you doing? It's me, Terry Crews again. I just want to address some things real quick, man. You know, the subject is dirty little secret. And, for years, my dirty little secret was that I was addicted to pornography for years. Now, most of you who are on Facebook are using the internet. And it's kind of crazy because this thing has become a problem. I think it's a worldwide problem. But pornography, it really, really messed up my life in a lot of ways. And, the thing is, it became a thing where I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody. It was a thing that it was my secret. Nobody knew. And that allowed it to grow. And it got bad. And when I say bad, some people deny. They say, hey, man, you can't really be addicted to pornography. There's no way. But I'm going to tell you something. If day turns into night and you are still watching, you probably got a problem. And that was me. It affected everything. I didn't tell my wife, didn't tell my friends. Nobody knew. But the internet allowed that little secret to just stay and grow. And it was something that, my wife was literally like, I don't know you anymore. I'm out of here. And that changed me. I had to change because I realized, this thing is a major, major problem. I literally had to go to rehab for it. And
now, y'all can hear everything going on, though, right? And
yeah, I can hear.
Now, there's just so much I could pick apart from this. And like I said, I understand.
So basically, he's saying because he had an addiction, everyone else should stay away from porn. It's basically
I think so. Pretty much, that's what I'm thinking.
Or better yet, or if I could say something, or better yet,
go ahead.
You get caught. You know what I'm saying? Men, not just men, people have a tendency too to get caught up in something. Once they're caught and exposed, it's like, you know what? Let me just go expose everybody else. Let me go ahead and expose the whole damn industry since I lost control of myself within that porn industry.
True.
So it's somebody that's kind of like that too. But to his defense, partly I do believe is true somewhat, because I find that myself. I watch what I watch, and I have my reasons, and we could talk about that another time too. But you could start to overindulge in it. You know what I'm saying? And I personally have found myself doing it. Like, I got the time, so why don't I do this? Or you might be a busy person that's always around people, and then it's to the point where when you're not around nobody, you want to hurry up and do that. And then it's like, how often is it? Because how often you do things, it does become an addiction. Well, by definition, it is an addiction. And I've heard of people being addicted, and I didn't believe it. And I was like, oh, that's just exaggerated. But no, I do see how you could fall into, overindulging in pornography, period. It makes you feel good. If you're getting something out of it, you keep wanting it. And there's almost no limit other than how much you can ejaculate. And then for a man, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You won't really get stimulated after a while. But for a female, it's different. I know for me, but I'm a little different than some females anyway. But, there's that difference. But it definitely, I think, could become an issue. It'll start to consume you sometimes if you let it.
No. That rips hard.
Especially good porn. There's so much porn. You can have whatever you want, just about whatever you want. So if you got that at your fingertips, it's so easy. But the sad thing is you just want it out of the hands of kids. That's all I'll be worried about. Other than that, years ago, we had to go to the store and buy everything. Like, I literally had to go to the store, buy my, and go and get something or pick something out. And it would be embarrassing, but it wasn't embarrassing enough for me to know I needed it, because I didn't have anything else. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Part of my zodiac too is a Scorpio. We are definitely at the top with sexuality. And some of it I feel like we can't help. I mean, we can help it, but, just doing it the right way. Like a lot of things, moderation. You can still enjoy yourself. But moderation.
X is a good question. He said, what makes it a problem? Watching all of the time, or whacking off while watching all of the time? Now, like I said, I also want the fellas to come up with this. is pretty good of a conversation. We done finished with Nicky Boy. He's gone back to daddy. He said y'all not worth
The
it.
doctor has spoken again.
The doctor has spoken again. Addiction is characterized as a group of behaviors or repeatedly done that cause disruptions in a person life, such as work, school, daily living skills in a everyday function. The reason why, and I'll cut it like this. Let's say we're at Walmart. Okay, we're at Walmart, all three of us. Guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. But now me go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom to go get one out. Now, again, we're going about our day, and I have to, when we soon we get back, I gotta get another one. Time to eat dinner, I gotta go get another one out. Before I go to bed, I gotta go. You get what I'm saying? Like now it's literally influencing my life. Where my priorities are skewed. Where I'm supposed to be feeding my kids, but I'd rather whack it off than feed my kids. That's when you're in that dark zone. The reason how I'm gonna speak about that is because, like, okay, one of the biggest things that's very common, especially in the military, is porn addiction. It's very big in the military, especially when you're going on deployment. You got nothing but time. I had 2 terabyte full. It was called the Ark. It was beautiful. The Ark was filled with everything porn. Everything. From softcore to movies, HBO movies, to ghetto movies, gaggers, bestiality, goddamn dykes, butt plugs, goddamn foreign porn, girls with snakes in their butthole while they're getting banged out by 2 men in a tranny in the background and an accordion. It was everything. It was amazing. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, there's no way in the kingdom any man or woman can watch all this porn. Your meat would have been disintegrated by that. I've tried.
Exactly.
I've only made it to, like, I was laying there butt naked, just creamed up and just tired out, and it was still calling me, and I was like, I'm not strong enough. I wasn't strong enough. So, but you know what?
But see, I would use the counter argument in regards to this, to like alcohol.
Yeah.
You're free to go to the store and buy as much alcohol as you want. And you can sit in your house. As long as you don't get in your car and drive, you can sit in your house and drink until you pass the fuck out. You know, so I mean, there's just certain things like it's you just have to have self-control, you know.
I think the thing about, listen, bro, the places I told y'all, the places I've been in the world is some pretty dark places. It ain't nothing to see a goddamn fucking stallion and a woman having a whole relationship. That's pretty normal. And I'm just saying that is pretty normal. Some of the places I've seen. I've seen a man marry to 2 goats and a hog.
And that was just here in the United States. But anyway.
Actually, there are
that's banned.
That was just in West Virginia.
No, Kai. Actually,
yes,
in certain states, bestiality is still allowed. Let's go ahead and ask a Negro.
You could be right, but there's definitely states that have it banned. There's definitely
you're right. You're right.
A guy, there was a Caucasian man that got upset with a couple because they wouldn't let him have sex with their
horse.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Did you cover that one? I feel like maybe you already cut. You. Go ahead.
No, I saw the video with the man having sex with the horse, and his friends were watching, and the horse killed him. And horse ended up. The horse's penis went into his rectum and destroyed his whole intestines and killed him.
All right. Well, I don't know about this.
The thing about it is, what do you say at that funeral? And 2, What do
Stop!
you?
I can't do this. I can't.
I mean,
I can't.
I feel like
I'm about to kill off for a second.
I feel like when you die, there's a few questions that Jesus or Satan want to ask you, whichever way you go. But we already know. I mean, it's just so. Like I said, that's in my top. That's in my top 10 ways I don't want to die. So you know how like the crazy ways to die. I literally had a bad dream, but I got a summer job at a sex store. One of my worst dreams was to die like falling down. There was a bed with dildos on it, and always I was scared to go buy that bed.
Come on, yo.
I just feared that if I fall and I died on that bed of dildos, that's how y'all were gonna find me. There, like,
oh man,
you died. Like I didn't want to die like that. Like
I don't want you to die like that either.
I didn't. There's few ways I didn't want to die with dildos running through me. Like that's just not my way. Like, just a few ways.
Running through.
I didn't want to. I don't know, man.
Right, Omega Dreads. He was white. You're right.
He was right.
Can I show y'all something? I really want to show y'all something nice. Because we got some of the best people up here that are part of the BMT channel.
Yes.
All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Turn the light on. Show y'all what I got on.
Ooh.
I had to put my red lips on. Oh, I ain't done. Oh, I ain't done. Oh, what up with that business minded talk?
Wow.
What that business minded talk be about?
Bravo. 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 Bravo.
Oh, I was like, where everybody go?
Bravo.
You like it, Joe?
No, that was good. Bravo. 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 We definitely are going to have to start merchandising them goddamn things. Kai, we definitely had to merchandise them. My fat ass gonna have to try to fit in one of them, and Jay's gonna need one for her big titties.
You are not fat.
And then, so we're gonna have to. Jay, would you wear one
all
of
the titties?
Those are hot.
Me, I could fit a small.
You can fit a small.
What, now, well, this is a medium, but I'm just talking. She got the big breast. I got the small ones.
I was typing.
No, show up. That's
I'm so proud to be a co-host on here, y'all. I'm so proud. You got a good person that's backing you.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we're working on that for a while now.
Jay, how you feel about that? How you feel about that? Jay?
Surprise! We got to do the lip.
I like
juicy lips.
I like that.
Business-minded talking people.
I like that.
Shout out to the chat too and everybody else that's been a part of the BMT channel. Y'all all a part of this.
Now to the chat. I want to know if we can work and get Kai to make these shirts. Will y'all support these shirts? But I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy these motherfuckers for the crew. I'm getting them for the crew so that we can all have our own shirts. But some people didn't want to wear the fucking Shoney shit.
Yeah, I thought about all that.
But
the what?
No, we were trying to get sponsorship from Shoney's, but somebody didn't want to cooperate. So she knows who she is.
What is that? That's a strip club?
No. It's a
oh, it's something else.
Yes, Shoney's. You got something to say, Jay?
You know what? Shoney's is closed on here, Joe.
Why?
Joe, Shoney's is closed here. I don't know. I was over there yesterday. And it was closed. Well, not yesterday, excuse me, last week.
I love that shirt.
In Orlando, it was closed.
Why is Shoney closed?
It was closed. But anyway,
that's an essential place.
Who said something about a pedicure? I hope you ain't talking about my feet.
No, he's talking about.
He just look at your feet.
He wants to see your feet.
Okay, what the hell?
My toes do it. As long as they got polish on them, you gotta leave them alone. And I keep them from being ashy. So that's my part.
When did he see your feet?
I don't even know. It was probably me because I don't even know. Now you think I don't even know.
Yeah, you weren't even you showed your belly. I was like, wait, he didn't even get to your feet. All right, so I thought that shirt was amazing as fuck. I cannot wait.
See him.
I can't wait. Now let's get to it. So let's go ahead and get to the next stuff. I I'm very excited about
I
that.
see you got trolls in your chat, and I can't get on there.
Hey, so let's go ahead and do this. So, all right, so let's go ahead and do
You
this.
have to. I don't know what they're talking about, but
Oh,
they
it's
keep.
spam.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
spam.
trying to get on the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
can't get
Wolf,
on there.
Wolf
No,
King,
no, we can easily
Wolf
do
King
that.
Cabria.
So easy do that. Hey, all my mods handle. All my mods, y'all know y'all job. Take care of all trolls. Y'all know
Come on, mods.
You know all
Wakey,
mods.
wakey. Raw B was in the building. She might have, maybe, I don't know if
I
she's
already
still
know.
here.
Hey,
She
I
was
already
just
know
here. We had lovely Raw B was right here.
My
Let
mods
me
don't
see.
waste no time. My mods won't waste no time. I can
Yeah.
get on that. Like I said, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and start get y'all to work. Like I said, we don't want to destroy the flow. We got lots of now. Let's get back to it. Now, when it comes back down to that of the pornography thing. When it comes down to the pornography, I want to say this. It feels there's two things I'm looking at it. If you're my spouse or if you're my spouse, Anand, you're a mod, so just go ahead and handle that. If somebody is doing the stuff, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and just get rid of them. Just ban them off my channel. I don't got time for them.
Goodbye.
You know what I'm saying? So
people be hating.
I know. Oh, they do. So one of the said things about it is this. What we want to do is when we ask that, I would say if I knew that my mate was going through something, I would think that would be more time. That would be more of an instance for me to try to start weaning you off. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, okay, babe, like if you got that much of an issue with porn, we need to go find other things to keep you busy. Because yeah, it does take away. I would say like when I was watching too much of that, watching normal sex, like a guy and a girl, that was boring to me. I had to see something like one girl versus 5 guys or 10 guys, or the most I've seen is 50 guys versus one girl. I was like, there's no way possible, but somehow she did it. Like that to me, but I started understanding that that's how far gone I was going and getting into the mix. And so when it comes about that, first of all, trying to defund something that literally is I think porn has been with the U.S. since the beginning, has it not? Like, porn has been here for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, there's been porn like ever since there was cameras. You know what I mean?
It's right. Vintage porn.
Right.
So vintage.
I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I don't see porn going nowhere. Like I don't see to attack $1 billion corporation like that. That one of the biggest money.
Especially now, people are inside. It's on the rise. If anything, porn is exceptionally on the rise. Last time I checked, there was like 40,000 just at one time in the chat and stuff.
Okay, what the fuck, yo?
So I mean, I'm just saying that, and we're joined here by Renaissance Man. You joining in? Terry Crews wants porn banned. Well, pretty much Pornhub banned stuff. Go ahead, fam.
No, I was just gonna say his position is it's not too different from right wing fundamentalist Christians. They've always had a problem with porn, and you know BMT being in the South, you have some people like that who you probably wouldn't see too many people who are black, but lots of white evangelical Christians would be right behind them on something like this. It's just kind of outside the mainstream in his thinking in the thinking. So
now the thing about it that's crazy about this. You want to know where the biggest circulation of pornography happens? The
Bible Belt.
In the Bible Belt. The same area where they try to rid themselves is literally where you find the most porn actors or actresses come from. Not from the liberal areas, but literally the most strictest areas. They literally have the strongest. Actually, even I've been to countries that are very strongly religious, and literally I have whenever we raided bunkers, of these holy men, you know what we'll find? Video, I mean, like mounds of video cassette tapes of porn. And I'm like, damn, what were you doing underground? Like, just beating off and waiting. Like, God damn.
Yep, just waiting.
Just waiting.
I've heard sort of that same logic around like some Middle Easterners as well, who are when it comes to alcohol though, like, you know, real strict, no alcohol, and then the first time, you know, they can get alone, that's the thing they do is start drinking. So but that could be a reflection of the culture and people thinking, hey, that's why they may be so against it, is they know if we just took the, you know, the restrictions off of it, they feel like they be opening Pandora's box, and they don't know, you know, they know how out of control people could get with it.
I think, you know, one of the things about it, so I want to ask this.
But I mean, look at prohibition. Like, prohibition didn't stop anybody from drinking.
No, it didn't. And same thing with porn. It's not slowing down, it's speeding up, if anything.
Yeah, didn't it get worse?
You got a lot of violence in prohibition, and then you got a lot of selective enforcement. So you got a lot of, you know, rich people could buy alcohol on the low and not get in trouble, but poor people would get busted for it. Same thing you see with the drug war right now.
Right. I
mean,
would,
same thing that happens now.
I mean, and here's the thing about it. And Terry Crews talking about that, I'm gonna say two things. One, we can't throw out the fact that one, his wife is a pastor. So she's a pastor for whatever reason. I guess she is.
I didn't know that. Okay. Terry Crews' wife?
Yes, Terry Crews' wife is a pastor.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't think I knew that.
You know,
we didn't know that.
I'm your boy, BMT. I gotta go do the research for you. I gotta go do the research. Like that's the thing. I'm not gonna say anything on here that I'm not gonna go look up. Let me go pull that up for you.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Usually I would know something like that. So I'm kind of caught up.
It was on this show.
Wow. So, that's gonna give me more to think about on that one. Mm-hmm.
Yep, speaking for the women's conference. She's a pastor.
You know, we definitely believe you.
Yeah.
We just was surprised. I guess I just didn't realize that.
They just want to see.
Oh yeah.
They just want to see. So you know that. So one thing about it, it's kind of awkward, you know, when you know your husband. But that's like Kurt Franklin. You know, Kurt Franklin had a porn addiction. A lot of gospel people have porn addiction.
Yes.
A lot of them have porn addiction. Like, God dang.
I mean,
but I respect that him coming out.
Most people that are in the church are broken in one way or another. That's why they started going to church. Like, I mean, the Salvation Army literally, like, that's how they cure people of their addictions is by showing them religion. But that's probably a conversation for another day.
But a lot of people go to religion though that are totally fine. They just know that they need to take a step further spiritually though. You know, so it kind of sucks because people are strict and religious that they kind of seem like the ones that are the bad guys, but they're not like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think AA is based in that.
Go ahead. I'm just showing you all this. She's up there right.
You said AA is based on religion too?
Well, I don't. Well, I'll take it back. I think the guy who founded it, I think that's what inspired him was through religion to help people recover. I don't know if there's too much religion actually involved in the recovery, but I do believe it was religiously inspired.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, some of that I agree to.
Yeah, so she is right up there. She's preaching at a women's conference. She does a lot of preaching and stuff, and I guess it's something that hurts your brain when you're saying, "Hey, how are you a preacher yet you can't save your husband?" You know what I'm saying? So people are going to look at that.
That's probably why he said. I wouldn't be surprised if she made him say that, and then like he went in the bathroom to like jerk off.
Where you been at, Gene? I've been missing you.
I'm here. I just be, out living my life, I guess.
Because, like I said,
that is interesting though. With Terry Crews, though, is that he's out calling for this because you got a lot of people who are quote unquote Christians and anything kind of goes with them, but it is kind of interesting that he's at least, taking a public stand, whether it's legit or not. Who knows?
All I'm
But
saying
what is
is
his stand? What is his stand on? I'm still not understanding. What
somebody
are we
said,
standing behind him? What is he standing about?
somebody says, you're worse than me. I'm worse than you. You're better than me. I'm better than you. Endless loop. I hear that God will judge, not us. So, like I said, thank you for that. That was very interesting. I think the thing about it is this. And I try to tell people from being an ex person in that type of lifestyle that literally trust and believe them homes have way more. I have seen it where literally a pastor and a wife just finished putting hands on each other in the back office, and they'll fix their outfit and they'll come right up there and try to pretend like nothing happening. I have seen it where literally the son is gay, and yet you know what they will say: if you don't, I will denounce you. If you literally, if you don't, if you don't actually step right or do what you're supposed to do. I'm like, listen, man, like, don't disown your kids for you get to that.
I mean, some religious people are some of the most judgmental people that you'll ever meet in your life. Some, so don't come for me, but some
Don't mess
religious
with me,
people are
y'all.
some of the most judgmental fucking people you'll ever meet. That's the funny thing about it.
I'm just looking at it like,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just looking at it like, I'm happy that Terry Crews is getting help, but I'm saying the way how he's tackling it is the wrong way.
It's suspect.
He said he had an addiction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He said he had an addiction.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just coming out like saying this is bad.
He said it.
No, but then he had to get caught first. That's part of my point.
Oh, okay.
He had to get caught.
Right.
That's like us getting caught doing something. They were like, yeah, let me help everybody else. Nah, mind your business. A lot of us need our porn or want whatever however you want to categorize it. But don't shut other people down because guys think that it's just all about them all the time. No, there's a lot of us out here that just it's hard to find a good guy. Or unless you just want to have sex and be pleased. And then it's temporary. You could get temporary satisfaction from porn if you get into it, right? So he needs to settle down.
That changes everything. Nah, that makes him look pretty hypocritical then. When you admit you have it and then say it needs to stop. I mean,
now everybody else got to get shut down. Like that's crazy.
At least get it in. Yeah, no. If he was like, "Hey, I recovered. It made my life better." This and that. People should. That's different. But if you're saying, "Oh, it all needs to be shut down," yeah, you're right.
Like I said,
right.
Like I said,
right, and that's the difference. That's what we're saying. Like you said, if it's,
I think one of the sad things about it.
No, go ahead, Joe.
No, I think one of the sad things about it is, and shout out to Dollar Washer for $5 super chat always. Terry Crews just gave you a cheeseburger. I threw it in the trash though.
I need more to that story, but okay.
I love that. He said, "You want these cheeseburgers, man?" Like, I think the thing about it is, I think the thing about this is my issue with a lot of brothers.
The mouth to ass apology tour. Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna be doing. He does that. See, I want to say this. This is my problem with a lot of brothers, and I want to deal with. I want to talk with the men. They got women out there that are dealing with the women. I want to deal with the men. The reason why I loop Nick Cannon and Terry together is the backtracking and backwalking. You're saying one thing, but you're doing something different. You get what I'm saying? Like, you keep getting caught up. Like, how you say you're doing Me Too, but then you're jerking off. You getting caught in jerking off addiction shit. Then after that, you talk about you love Jesus and God, but now you're having all kind of addiction with porn. It's like every time Terry gets caught saying one thing, something differently keeps happening that we find out.
He needs to delete his Twitter. Like,
if I was Terry's friend, I would be like, "Give me your Instagram, social media. We just need to delete it." because every time you say something, it's like clockwork. 3 seconds later, it's gonna show up on BMT with the exact opposite shit that you just said that just happened. Just like Nick Cannon. Like, and then after that, you got to do an apology. And I'm like, God damn, dude, you've been on an apology tour for almost like 8 to 10 years now, man. Come on, man. Like, I like you better than white chicks when you were just crazy as fuck. Like,
but that's the thing. To me, I kind of feel like if you do an apology like 12 hours later, to me, that's bullshit. That means you went to bed, saw that there was bad press, and you apologized for it.
Yeah,
I don't trust
Nick Cannon didn't apologize right off top.
Yes, well, the next day.
No, Gene, not to what you're saying. Not to what you're saying. I was just saying, like, the media said that he apologized. He didn't apologize right off top. I know y'all probably don't really care about that now, but I do like to see exactly how it came about.
Right.
Who kind of is behind our black men when they do apologize? How long did it take them and all that? You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's the thing about it, Kai.
Probably an hour.
This is why I got the pushback. And actually, it like the tweet, the apology tweet was a few hours, but he had did it before. Back then, he was doing that. What America's Got?
But that video came out a while ago. Didn't it?
Right. Now the thing about it is, you gotta understand, there's a process to terminating and deleting somebody from that big of a company. You can't just do it just the next day. You know what I'm saying? You got.
That's why they started saying they were looking into him before they fired him.
You got to actually do that now, because if you are the chairman of Team Nick, we got to have somebody to take your place when we get rid of you. You get what I'm saying? So we have to have backdoor meetings around you to replace you. Like corporations, like firing somebody at McDonald's, you do that the same day. Firing somebody of the corporation of Papa John's, that takes a few days or half a month. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like, put it like this, and I'll use me for instance for BMT. There have been times where the team can overwrite and have overwritten what I've said or done, because in the end, what I say represents the whole team. You get what I'm saying? But if the team is like, yo, that's not our brand of how we're moving, it goes against the mantra, then I'm like, and I've had Jay call me, I've had Healthy call me, Nikki, I've had a lot of them call me like after shows, and we've had talks. And then after that, I would say, you know what? I remember when I put out the information about that young man. Jay said, Joe, that's off. Did I get mad at her? No, because she's been a co-host on here. That's her job as a researcher, to research the facts before it goes out. You know, so that way, I know one guy's like, you let her talk to you like that? Yes. That's
more than one guy has said that.
That's her fucking job, you idiot. She's supposed to research the information so that way, if I'm saying it, correct it. So that way, but then we found out that there actually was a young man who was killed, and it was it was done on cops. Now, but we do have to make said logical discussions and actually have to do that. And I mean, that's why I'm more for us being a brand, us being like our co-host team is so diverse.
And you know what? I would say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with him apologizing. There's not. But I think just the timing of it, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, he did this video like a little while ago. You know.
It was a podcast, right?
It was or
a YouTube video.
With Professor Griff.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't it out for like a few weeks or something like that?
It was out for that's what I want to say. You have to be mindful. Brother Rob, bro, you gotta let me know when you want to come up, fam. We gotta rock. You gotta be mindful. And I agree with Kyle was saying that it didn't happen right then and there. But it's like what the guy who did you remember the guy who did the rap battle and he started talking all kind of shit about raping a young girl and all that shit. His company then fired him right there the next day, but they got back to them. And HR Block HR is gonna be like, oh no, No. We can't be having you work for the U.S. Post Office and talking like this. No. So they're gonna let you go. Because understand this: no matter what, you are a representative of your brand that you work for. If you're somebody,
right. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that before when that rap battle thing came on and folks argued me down about, oh, well, his job and his personal life. Once they not in this environment, you know.
Funny, but why do y'all think? Why do you think a lot of cops are getting fired? You say
before that, then. No, I was going to even say before that, then even like when I was in college, they were always saying when you get ready to go for like employment, they're like, make sure your Facebook, all your social media is clean because they will check it, and that will prevent you.
And if all your pictures you're passed out drunk, like they're not going to want to fuck with you. Like it is what it is.
Exactly.
It's like one of the things. I remember when I was going through my shit on YouTube long ago. And they said, BMT, we're going to call your job and have them fire you. I said, well, okay, cool. I had the number out there. And they were like, I got like four phone calls. You know, BMT's a predator. I said, oh, okay. I'm gonna call him right now. I'm gonna call him right now. Thank you. Hello? Yes, sir. There's a guy named BMT on YouTube, and he's a predator. Okay. You're fired. They were calling me the whole time. Like that's the power of when you are for yourself and you're by yourself. You got to stand by yourself. I like I said, I to no end. I have to. You got to learn how to stand on your own ground, on your own toes, and literally be okay. They were telling me like, hey, don't work with black women. I love having black women on the show. Don't work with different brothers that are different groups. I like having y'all around. We have all kind of cool conversations. I've had whole panels of atheists, LGBT. I've had Black Lives Matter. I've had them all, every walk of life, come through my show, and we sat and rocked and had a good time. But actually, our best shows was when we were smaller because we really didn't give a shit. We just were out here talking about everything. But the problem is when you go under certain umbrella brands, yeah, you'll get paid money. But what happens is you are no longer your own voice. Nick, even though he was on a YouTube podcast, he is still the voice of Teen Nick. Teen Nick. That's kids. That's teenagers. MTV2. That is immensely run, I got to be honest, by women. And it is immensely run by Viacom. Well, then Nick Cannon can go to BET. Who runs BET? Viacom. Who runs VH1? Viacom. CBS? Viacom. Like, no matter where he's going to go to Viacom.
That's the problem. No, I was just gonna say that's the problem with trying to be, woke, pro-black, all of this, and where your income comes from. You at the end of the day, you have to go back to that same, like I said, group of people or structure that's supporting you, and that's where a lot of dudes get jammed up in following that path.
That is true. Let me tell y'all one of the reasons about something that's very interesting. People love LeBron. I think he's really good. The reason why it's going to be harder for LeBron to make it as high as Jordan did is because he's already shown his political face. So it's going to be harder for him to get into certain circles because they already know who he is. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why Jordan was so quiet for so long. He understood that. And LeBron seems to have taken more of I'm going to try to build my own empire. But at a certain point, like you said, there are circles you've shown your hand and they're going to be sort of cautious with letting you in, which is kind of why I think he sort of backed away from wearing the logo on his jersey or on the back of his jersey, one of the social justice names.
Right. Like one of the things about it is this, and see, it's not that I don't have a problem because I have my stances and belief. I'm saying I'm a conservative, but when people be asking me for the death of me, who are you voting for? I said that's none of your fucking business. Who and Jay's been rocking with me for years now. Like she's been there for years with me, and I've talked about more liberal shit about things needed in the community, for children, for women, for homeless people, for elderly. And I have our own people attack me. I remember when we were trying to get money for the kids going back to school.
Mm-hmm.
I got dragged by brothers saying that is stupid as shit. Mind you, it's hard enough for 2-parent household to get, but see, that's the thing about it. When you take a certain stance, you have to learn to stand by it and just say, fuck it. Regardless of whatever y'all say about me, I'm going to believe and stand by it and stand by my faith. When I say, hey, I support a woman getting a job. I support women having rights. Motherfuckers had all the smoke. But y'all can't come to me and say y'all want men to have rights, but then have a problem when I say, well, shouldn't the women also have rights also? Why do they need rights? Well, what happens when you have a daughter? Don't you think she should have the right to have a job or go to work or, have a firearm or you got to understand the universe needs a balance to these things. The thing about it was, and see, the thing about Nick doing what he did, I understand why he did it. I understand why he did it. Because he understood y'all were never going to support me. Because, see, here's the thing about I'm going to tell you how they got him. They most likely pulled him aside and said, Nick, for the same people that you're trying to gain their set approval, how long have they been calling you corny, weak, gay, a punk, clowning you, saying you all kind of names? But now all of a sudden, they want you to risk everything for them. I wanted to put my life on it. That was the conversation that they had.
And where's the GoFundMe for Nick Cannon? And hey, let's back him up. Where's his career?
Renaissance. I asked that question.
Does he need a GoFundMe?
That's an excellent question.
You saw me ask that in the last show. I said, are y'all black men willing to financially keep this man afloat when they drop him? But he got a house, car, his whole family, his kids, education.
But you know what, Joe? And I know you're tired of hearing it. Well, you don't really like hearing it, but I'm one of the people too that feels he's accumulated so much money, so much wealth, because there's a difference between being rich and wealthy.
Right.
He either hit being wealthy or he was almost there. I thought that he hit that mark because not only has he been successful for many years, he's smart. You can have money and you can blow it. You can have money and you can have things to show it. You don't got no more money. Right. He's built empires somehow. He's told us he has. So now that you broke the news on this yesterday, now I've been wondering, I want more information on what he has to stand on. Where is his foundations at? Because he seemed to be a smart brother and he's been telling us that he's been doing his thing. And as far as, like you said, Joe, you encourage ownership. So I feel like if he ain't really owning nothing, that's what's really going to be crazy to me.
But even if he's owning something, essentially he's lost his customer base.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't lost his customer base.
And when I say
why would he lose his customers?
No, I'm saying essentially that CBS was his platform to go on and perform and reach out to those people. And essentially he doesn't have that. Now, if he can create his own platform and go direct to them and people will still follow, then, hey, he's good. But therein lies the issue is, can you maintain that same clout independent that you have through CBS?
But I'm saying this, that as I'm about to put up an article that even Donald Trump addressed him about the comment. You gotta understand when they call upon you in these certain fields, when they come at you, they, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's had to cut some side of deal. Like the thing about it is, it's that full to have that full anonymity to say and be on your own. It's literally it's hard.
I was going to say too, the other thing with being on your own, you got to think about who he said this about and who got offended by it. Those are some powerful people that will lock you out of some.
Right.
The Jews, right?
He didn't just say it about, right? He didn't just say it about like the trailer trap park people. Right. It's not like he said
so
it
who
about
do y'all
like
feel he was talking about? Who do y'all feel he was talking
who
about?
he was talking about. Is who he was talking about.
He was talking about the Jews and
Jews, right?
He talked about the Jews.
Yeah, he was talking about what he was talking about.
Right, the Jews, and he was also talking about the Rothschild family, one of the top 4 families in the world, that sit
ever,
there and
like in the history of time
that own the world. Like,
are they white? I don't know why I don't know who that is.
It's best for us to leave them alone, and we have no smoke for you.
Yes,
exactly.
we have no smoke for you. She's one of ours.
Put it like this: the Rothschilds are above like most presidents. Like, you know what I mean? Like they secret society, Illuminati, all of that stuff. Like, that's the tunnel you'll be going down.
They're not, and they ain't no myth. There ain't no myth. They are who they are. But that's the thing about it. They don't. We just never would in our lifetime ever get close to them. And the thing about it is, when you start bringing up these types of elements, somebody's gonna bounce. Somebody's gonna touch you. It's like right? Yeah, they did. Like they did. They said it's like you talking shit in your parents' house, and your parent comes up and starts taking all the stuff out of your room, starts taking away all the food and everything, and take away all the clothes, and you'll be like, "You can't do that, Dad. You can't do that, Mom." And Renaissance and Kai are like, "Yes, we can. This is our house. It's our rules. We'll do what we want." You know how the parent checks the child and lets you know you're nothing without me.
Right.
Like I made you, and I could take you out this world if I want to. They prove that. They just.
I mean, Blur Monster. If you want to talk about that on your channel, that's fine. But we're not talking about it over here. So,
like they prove that literally.
What happened?
I don't know. I didn't get to see the chat. I didn't get to see it, but Jay's also.
Oh, so I'm down there. Okay. I was trying to take a peek and.
Like the thing about it is this: we're too busy trying to cover everybody. That's impossible. Africa don't even try to cover everybody. They only cover their tribes, who's immediately that they know they can affect. I would honestly want to say, it's like when Jay-Z told us that he owned the New York Knicks.
Oh, that was nice.
Y'all remember that when Jay-Z said he owned the New York Knicks? And everyone, oh, Jay-Z, he just made a conglomerate move. And I'm like, wait.
No, the Brooklyn
Nets. He owned
the Brooklyn Nets.
Now, now when he made that, everybody.
I'm in New York now. Get it right.
Kai, correct me. That's your job now. That's your job.
I'm in New York now.
Now, okay,
I'm definitely gonna correct.
Now, when he made that comment, this is why you have co-hosts. They will correct you right there on the spot. I have no. See, I'm a man. I don't have no problem with me being correct. Now, when he made that comment, we had to do a lot of research about owning a team because everybody's like, Diddy's going to own a team.
Exactly.
Kaepernick's going to own a team. You're hearing all these people saying they're going to buy a team and stuff. And I was like, well, damn, why didn't they be buying teams? Then we looked it up. One of the major qualifications of owning a team is what? You have to be a billionaire. you have to be over, was it 55 to 60% of the team?
Yeah.
And everything. The only people,
but he doesn't own that. Like he owned a portion of the team.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was just
he got a partner.
Portion.
There's I think three top people, right? Something like that.
So he has shares to like that's like okay, like but I looked
but they
it
use
up.
his name.
I mean, it's still a power move.
It helps. I think it helps. Yeah, it'll help.
Jay.
He's a name, so it'll help. Yeah,
it'll help them with having like, oh man, Jay-Z's on. I'm gonna buy me a jersey. You know what I'm saying? But it's also like
that's really what it was because he sold his shit. And didn't he own a portion of the Barclays Center? He's the one that like campaigned to get it built in Brooklyn and everything. So he actually, if I recall correctly, and I could be off a little bit, if I recall correctly, he sold his shares and all of that. It was basically it was basically more of a more of like you said, like oh shit, to get the I can't think of the word right now. To get advertisement. Yeah, publicity. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put my out office up for tomorrow, and I got like 8. Yeah, so it was more or less to try to get publicity out there.
It was a smart move on Jay-Z. Now, the only black person as of now that owns a team in the NBA would actually be Jordan. Jordan owns a team.
I think Serena owns a stake in like I want to say maybe the Dolphins or something.
She owns
Serena's sister, Venus.
No, you know who else? Sierra.
I think
Sierra owns part of a baseball team. Russell bought her part of a baseball team.
I thought that was a really good. I thought that was a really good birthday gift.
Might as well, right?
I thought that was a really good birthday gift. But I mean, if you buy, listen, you ain't gonna that. Listen, that family ain't gonna never go broke. When you buy,
you got the money to do it. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
That's called legacy. But see, there's a difference between legacy rich and just being rich. No,
exactly.
There's a difference between legacy rich and rich. What I feel like they did to Nick was threaten his legacy. To say, listen, do you want to go back to being just rich like them, or do you want to keep your legacy? Because Team Nick is the rights towards your children. MTV and VH1, those royalties will go to your children. See, the thing about it, y'all gotta understand is when you're making money, the money and stuff that I'm accruing and doing right now, this won't be ultimately. I'm not gonna really see it. The move that I talk about with Kai and Jay and stuff that we really are going to be doing, we possibly really are not going to see it. But the ripple effect that is going to bring towards our children, that's the game changer. See, that's the thing about that's true power. Because you're not going for the quick money, you're going for the longevity money. That no matter, that's why you weren't understanding what Beyonce was saying.
The marathon, right?
Exactly.
The marathon.
You got. There's a reason why Beyonce said that. She said, "My kids are already going to be in the Forbes magazine." Like, no matter what Blue Ivy says or does, she is already richer than most. Like, literally, Blue Ivy is already has access to Disney shares because she is literally in the Lion King movie. And literally every time somebody buys or listens or plays that song, guess who they listen to? Blue Ivy. So she is, mind you, her name is literally a brand. Kanye's kids are a brand. They are making moves to where it's not about them. That's the difference between rich and legacy rich. That's why people brag about and start flashing money. I'm like, then that's temporary. That's temporary.
Yep.
It's only lasts for the temporary moment. Versus most people, if you look at them with accumulated wealth, you don't ever see them flash it. Why? Because they're like, I had to put it in investments. Because those investments have to grow. They have to
busy protecting it.
Right.
That's how I'm ready to get to that part.
Trust somewhere, BMT.
Exactly. You never. That's why people say, BMT, why are you wearing sweatpants and you doing this and that? I spend more time trying to maintain a kingdom. That's for
Sweats is hot anyway.
Oh my God.
And that's what I was gonna say. That's why, like, when people see someone.
No, I like sweats. Sorry.
I know.
No, y'all started this an hour ago. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that's why when you hear someone who files for bankruptcy who's really wealthy, it doesn't mean they're broke. It's just they may not have a lot of cash on hand because it's tied up in investments,
right,
and other things.
Some of y'all need to go play Monopoly. Some of y'all really need to go play Monopoly. But Monopoly literally breaks down what bankruptcy actually is. Like literally, do you mean it means their money is tangled up in actual assets. Like 50 has done it, but 50's still rich. Rick Ross has done it. It just means they don't have
50 went bankrupt too.
You should see these bankruptcies that I see, man. It'd be bullshit. There's so much bullshit.
Gene, do you remember the bankruptcy with 50?
Yeah, because he has a house. He has a house near where I'm from, so he had that big house in Farmington, Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah,
that was all over the news that he filed bankruptcy and that house is up. He can't sell the house. He can't sell the house. That was Mike Tyson's old house because he can't sell the house because it's old and it needs a lot of
Mike Tyson.
So he filed bankruptcy
from up here.
And when that house worth like 50 million
to get out of that loan.
Right. Yeah.
The house is huge.
So it was more behind it, right?
It's very
That's
old.
what I thought.
So, right. Yeah. So basically, filed bankruptcy. And guess what? Now you get off the mortgage.
You said the house was old. Let me tell y'all right now. And take it for somebody.
It was built in the 70s. It was built in the 70s, so it needed a lot of repairs.
And see, that's the thing about it. A lot of y'all don't understand. When people say that they're rich, that they're just good, do y'all know how much money it costs to do maintenance on a house? Whenever after snowstorms, after hurricane season, after most seasons, you have that. Them things add up. Them things add up. Having to clear out the roof, re-shingle a portion of the roof, redo the siding. House maintenance adds up. When y'all say, "Oh, they got money like that," they just have to spend it wisely. You're talking about a mansion, $100 million mansion. That costs money to keep up.
I was gonna say they recommend it's like
people don't realize the cost associated with that.
I think it's 1% every year for whatever your house is worth. Put away 1% of what it's worth every year for maintenance. So when you start talking about $1 million house, how much you need to put $1 million away for maintenance every year.
Yep, maintenance. They're going. I can promise you right now, in $1 million house, and I shit you not, at least 5% of that, 5% of that piping or something like that is not working properly. And somebody's gonna have to go back.
I think the house is still. I don't think anyone's bought that house. I think it's still on the market.
He still has.
I don't think anyone's bought that house.
He still got it. Yeah, just sitting there.
Well, he might be bullying people from
it's sitting there, but it's up for sale. It's been up for sale for like 3 years.
He's trying to troll people to get that damn house. Nobody gonna pick that shit up, man.
50 might still got the keys.
You do.
See.
And how many people who are truly like wealthy like that really want to put $50 million or whatever into a house? And it's like you said, BMT, I could go put it in an investment, start a business, all these other things that are gonna make me money.
Or you could build a house from the ground up. I mean, I think the house is like 20. I think the house is like 20. It's on. I want to say it's on the market for like $10 or $20 million. So with that being said, like you said, it probably needs about $5 million worth of work.
Exactly. And thank you, Otto. Shout out to Otto.
Hopefully not that much.
That's
it needs a lot of work.
No, the millions. No, the millions that you were saying. Because I was trying to think when people are celebrities that live somewhere, that the appreciation of your house could go up too. So I was trying to think like, all right, Mike Tyson had it, 50 had it. As far as a lot of people, they're going to want to be in a house that was previously owned by a celebrity.
Oh, I see what
you know what I mean? You know how sometimes that could work in your favor? And that was 2. There's probably might have been more than that.
Now, the thing about it.
But who's going to pay that much money to do it, though?
That is a lot.
And it's in the middle of Connecticut. Like it's in the middle of Connecticut. Like, and the property taxes in Connecticut is ridiculous.
Hey guys,
on top of that.
Connecticut? Okay.
I just read it. He sold the house. It had 52 rooms in it, but he sold it for 84% discount.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He took a loss.
84%?
He took a huge loss.
Yeah.
He lost money.
How much did he end up selling it for?
Hell.
I think it was 12.6. Hold on.
Yeah, he bought it for like
Ain't
50
no
million.
way I would have went
He
that
bought it
low.
for like 40.
I would have had to fix that up and then sell it. That's what I would.
He had to because it was on the market for like 3
Oh,
or 4
because
years. It was on the market. I wonder who
because
bought it. I can look that up.
he didn't do it. I don't know what he was doing.
Like I said, I know y'all hate Gabrielle Union, but Gabrielle Union said
Who hates her?
No, a lot of people hate her. But Gabrielle Union said this during COVID, the first COVID shutdown. Gabrielle Union said a lot of black celebrities and so-called millionaires.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Gonna lose money.
Well, a lot of celebrities rent their house. They don't even own them houses. A lot of celebrities don't.
But why does it have to be black? Why did it have to be black actors?
What she was talking about, I think she's
the reason, and I'm gonna tell you why she brought that up.
She's cool, but she get on my nerves.
I know, but here's the thing about it. I'm gonna tell you why she said that.
But I don't hate nobody. I know,
love, but I'm gonna tell you why she said that. She was telling this to a lot of them. Y'all quit trying to floss like everything is sugar-coated and good. Take that rental property and just break your lease. Go live in a condo. Go live in something that is your means, because nobody's doing show. You're not doing shows. You're not doing. I mean, Hollywood was shut down. A lot of stuff.
She just got fired. Yeah, right. She said that right after her ass got fired, though. But go ahead.
But now the thing about it is,
she got a good point.
She has Dwayne Wade to lean on, though. Some of them ain't got the spouse to lean on like that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about it. So
right, but that's not my point. People are making points after they're going through the dirt. Don't get me wrong. She's making a good point for people to observe, but a lot of y'all should already know that. Them that are in those industries, they should already know that. But she makes her own money too. It's not like just that show. She don't really got to lean on Wade like that. She still get residuals from her shows.
She had that show called
Exactly. A lot of times women do not have to lean on men as much these days. So that is not always the go-to.
No, I was saying, or other way around. Only thing I was making is that she's at least got a partner who she can lean on, whether it be a guy who's on down times and leans on his wife, or vice versa. That was my only point. Wasn't making a reference just women do it. So,
like I would say the thing about it is this.
But that's the thing. But that's what I say. People file bankruptcies, and what happens with bankruptcy? Yeah, you don't have to be broke. You just have to prove that your bills outweigh your current income. So that's what's going to end up happening. Once this COVID thing dies down, it's going to be a lot more bankruptcies. And then what happens is, and this is what's crazy about it, in like 2, so let's say you file bankruptcy today and it gets cleared today. Your slate is white clean, and 2 years later they're going to give you brand new credit cards, brand new loans, mortgages, everything else, and you do it all over again. I see it all the time where people have like 3 or 4.
You only allowed a couple, right?
Files. It's ridiculous.
The moment that you file for bankruptcy,
I've seen some that had like 3 or 4.
The moment that you file for bankruptcy,
that's what I was going to ask you. There's a limit, right?
Yeah. Well,
I think they did change it in the recent years, but I've seen people with like 3 or 4. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's a statute of limitations to how quickly you can do it, but I think you can do it as many times as you want.
So,
but the moment.
No, you can't keep doing it though, because I think it's you're doing a constant rejection of your own income. You're doing a constant bankruptcy. So from my readings, or it could just be in New York, there's a limit to how many times you can go bankrupt. Because if you keep using it, it could become abuse, because it goes to your advantage.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that could claim bankruptcy and probably don't even realize it.
Okay.
And banks are
the way the system's set up
when it comes to lending you money if they continue to see a series of bankruptcies.
All right, you guys.
Believe me, they still give you money.
I'm gonna have to stop it for right now. I have to go do my other job and go be on the city council. We're gonna be. I'm probably gonna record it,
and I gotta go work out.
I gotta record it. We literally have to decide. Do we want? I think we're gonna be having a topic.
I need to go eat.
There are gonna be 2 topics I'm gonna be talking about tonight. One,
reparations.
Reparations.
One of them, right?
Yes, one of them is the reparations. And literally, that's gonna be a controversial one for a lot of y'all, but y'all ain't gonna like what I gotta say. But I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Fuck y'all feelings. And also, we're gonna also talk about
Show off my shirt while we got a little time left.
I think it's going to be about kids going back to school. From what we already are seeing, from kids from kindergarten or preschool to 6th grade, they want them back in school. Kids from 7th grade all the way up to 12th grade, they don't have to come to school. They can do online school if chosen. This is going to be very weird. We're going to see how it's going to play out. So I got to go do that job, which is not just YouTube, actual job. Shout out to the amazing t-shirts that are coming. And let me know for the t-shirts.
Y'all see it.
Let's please show those amazing t-shirts she has. This is literally the BMT brand. It literally has the king with the kiss, and literally has a YouTube icon, and literally it has your favorite. I believe the co-hosts, they have their names on their shirt, which are amazing as fuck. And I love it.
Well, actually, this is just my shirt, but eventually, Joe. No, you the boss. Listen, you the boss. So we got to go over your designs and all that behind the scenes.
Okay.
I'm just a co-host. I'm not the creator, but I'm getting us started. But that'll be behind the scenes. We'll talk more about that.
Let me know the price.
Yes.
And I'll cover it for
these are going to be for you. Yeah, I can't let you know something that we're going to work on together. You're going to be telling me how you want it. This is your channel.
Okay.
This is your channel. You the boss. You the boss.
So
you the king up in this piece.
So confused.
You the king, bro. What you talking about? I'm repping you. You tell me what's up.
The king don't choose the crown. He just puts it on and say, I like it, and just go with it. But I love.
Okay.
Like I said, I love.
Me and the wives will be.
Y'all do it. You know what? I gotta show off. Jay makes me these amazing. If y'all don't notice, sometimes y'all see me wearing bracelets, and Jay, she makes bracelets, and I really enjoy them. I like to wear them low key when I'm stressed. The bracelets, I call them my stress bracelets, and I call them my stress bracelets, and also I noticed this one. She put a crown. She put a crown on it. I think that's very cute. And very nice. So, like I said, my YouTube wives, they take care of me. I love them.
Okay, Jay.
I love them. She does that. I had to dig in the closet for them. I'm like, hey, for me, please, just make me a damn bracelet, God. But other than that, you guys, much respect. Shout out to Renaissance, and certain Renaissance men always come through. Shout out to Jay. I was surprised Jay I didn't come up with a porn talk. So,
I know, right? He must be working.
Somebody should have came up, but it's too late now. But Red Pill Man was going hard in the chat.
Yeah, Red Pill Man got a lot to say about the porn.
He was going hard in the chat, and he's right about some of the stuff I was seeing in here. You know how it takes over the mind, and he be having some points. I'll be peeping him in the chat.
So
I'll be seeing you, Red Pill Man.
I want to see what Red Pill Man has to say about Terry Crews attacking the porn industry. I haven't heard what he had to say yet, but I know he gonna have some words for that.
Okay.
So
yes.
Other than that, guys, I'm a little bit late. Let me get to that meeting. I'm gonna see y'all guys
later.
Let's go. All right, much love, peace, and also.
And Tyler Perry does not own everything. Tyler Perry does not own the full base. I was in the chat going back and forth with data, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He bought 330 acres. There's about 500 acres. The government does not want people to just own a whole base. Will he one day? Hopefully, and then we will rejoice. But until then, we know how things are. They don't give us everything, not just quite yet. So we got to read the fine print on that. Thank you.
I be trying to tell them that. They be saying he owns the studio. Now listen.
Look it up.
Because he does not own it, that's why he's trying to buy it. But understand this: if they can keep paying money, why would they ever give him the whole land? So we're gonna see you guys later. Peace. We also have a video coming up with Kai. We're gonna be going over her interview with the mayor and the police chief of New York. We got a lot that we got to go over. I think we might do that for Sunday. All right, yo guys. Much love, much support. Peace. We out.